Eagles. In fact, this reminds me a little bit of being crosstown.
Yeah, you'll see it on the video. It's got the shades. It's got the darker green and the lighter green on the 5 yards with the 50 from the 45 to the 45. All in the dark with the FC in the middle and Commanders in the end zone, and the play clocks are in a good position. Very nice softball fields. You know, I got to look at that. And we've actually got a softball player that is from Friendship Christian.
That's right.
Annalise Jarnigan is here. She's an All-American at Freed Hardeman. She's a senior this year. So I'm just going to send out a little holler to AJ, and we got a couple of more shout-outs we'll get in a little while.
All right, so we'll take this 4-minute timeout, come back, and get you ready for Jackson Christian football. It's playoff time. The Commanders, the Eagles coming your way right here on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com. We're back in 4 minutes.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at oldcountryauto.com.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989, 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's. For a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson.
Need a haircut on a Monday, but no salons open? We've all been there with hairdressers not open on Mondays. Not anymore. House of Hair opens Monday and every Monday. Walk-ins welcome, appointments to suit your schedule. And right now, House of Hair is looking to hire 3 hairdressers and a nail technician. House of Hair, a full-service hair salon, open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 16A Conrad Drive, Jackson, 731-240-1660.
Has this pandemic got you upside down financially?
Yes.
Hey, we've been there, and we're here to help at Krasner Pawn and Jewelry. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. Krasner Pawn and Jewelry also buys and sells Rolex watches and diamonds. We loan money, and Krasner Pawn and Jewelry buys, sells, and trades gold. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30. And Saturdays 9 to 5. KrasnerPawn.com. And take a look at our items on Facebook at Krasner Pawn and Jewelry. 2156 North Highland Avenue. Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin, just like in the game of football. It could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner, To sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor. Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today. 731-697-8558. 731-697-8558. Or 731-668-1777. KimberlyEvans.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
For the month of August and September, try our rich and creamy s'mores milkshake. Don't forget about happy hour at Sonic from 2 to 4 p.m. when drinks and slushes are 50% off. And hey, looking for a job? Sonic is hiring at all 6 Jackson locations. Apply online at snagajob.com and select Jackson TN for the area. Enjoy cool treats on these hot nights at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic of Jackson, proudly supporting high school athletics.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Hi, I'm Grover King, owner and jeweler of King Jewelers. I opened King Jewelers 22 years ago and made it my mission to provide you with quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years experience as a jeweler, you can feel safe knowing your jewelry is in good hands. Whether you just need a ring sized or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable and we put customer service first. No job is too small and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come to see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at KingJewelersJackson.com.
Right.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
News Talk 101.5 FM, the home of Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
You know, as I look behind me, I can see the Eagles walking from their dressing room here in the parking lot, and they're getting ready to come onto the field. We are under 5 minutes away from kickoff, boys, and you know what it's like. You remember this, to be a competitive athlete. Right now, the butterflies are crazy. You want to hit something, but you're as terrified as you've ever been in your life. You're not scared. You're just anticipating that first piece of contact that signifies that it's okay to mix it up. They're minutes away from that.
You know, and Bess, there's an extra additive to this now. This could possibly be, if you're a senior, the last time that you strap them up. So it adds to it. I mean, the regular season, you know, barring injury, they'll be next week. We'll do it. You get to this point, now you're exactly right. And you know, it's just human nature, and especially in a younger, younger high school athlete. But you know, the good thing is, and you know this, is after that first lick's passed, and after that first maybe 2 minutes clicks off that clock, it turns into a regular football game.
You know, it's interesting. You mentioned about the possibility, because for some players tonight, this will be the last time they ever play the game of football. I can remember being at the fairgrounds in the stadium, just got through beating Treadwell. Knew that I was going to play on Saturdays, but I was never going to play high school football ever again in my life. And I sat in that end zone and just reflected on being a second grader and strapping it on for the first time, and playing as I don't know whether I was an 8-year-old, I guess, 7, 8-year-old, and knowing that some of my teammates and friends, they weren't ever going to play this game again. So it serves as an added incentive.
It does, because all the other sports, you look at them. Baseball, you can go on and play rec league baseball. You can play softball. Basketball is the same situation. Football is just a different animal. You do not – it's very, very hard if you're not going on to play on Saturdays that you can strap it up and play organized tackle football. Obviously, the flag or the different things can come in, but there is nothing – and, I mean, this is weird to say, but there's nothing like the smell of that helmet when it goes on, the locker room when you get in there, and just looking across the line at that other guy that is just trying to do everything he can to whip you.
Boys, you'll have dreams the rest of your life that involve you not being able to find your way out of the locker room and onto the field for a million different reasons. You can't tie your shoes. You can't find your mouthpiece. All these other things. This game is so important to so many people.
I had that about a math class
and we're sitting right above two mothers right here whose sons are seniors on this Friendship Christian team, and it's a surreal moment for them. It's a great time, and we're just about to get this thing underway. Friendship Christian will receive the ball to start this thing off.
And, Bass, I'll tell you, this is a little different for Jackson Christian, because in every single game this year, if they won the toss, they elected to receive. If the other team won, they would defer. Jackson Christian would elect to receive. They want the ball first. This is the first time that they're going to have to put their defense out on the field, because Friendship Christian has decided they want the ball.
So the Commanders will get the football first, and here come the Eagles onto the field with blue pants, white jerseys, gray numerals trimmed in blue with the silver helmets. And across the way we look at Friendship Christian decked out in green tops, green helmets, and green pants as well with gold numbers and white outline. The Commanders and the Eagles. All right, boys, it's time to mix it up. We'll start off with you, Dave.
I'll tell
What's the keys to the game and who gets it done?
We're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. There's no question. We have a lot of weapons on the offense. We're going to need to be able to control that line of scrimmage to be able to do the things it needs to do. We know Friendship Christian is going to try to run the ball. That defensive front is going to have to plug them holes and let the linebackers do their jobs. Right now, it is very important that we get off to a good start after coming off 3 losses. So, the start of this game, and I'm glad, actually, we're going on defense first, because we got a chance to make a stand.
And a chance to set the tone early and on. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jackson Christian Football. Seabass, Brother Dave, The Body, Paul and Gary from Worthy Road Studio, and Cam Greer producing and directing back in the beautiful metropolis of Jackson, Tennessee. We got a big game for you tonight. The winner of this game going to move on. Won't be easy. They'll have to take on the defending state champs. And we know this because they don't have a game tonight. They have a bye, so they're secure in that matchup. The winner of this one gets Davidson Academy. The loser gets an off season.
Well, and they'll get to come back to the area here. And Bass, just so you know, this is a Columbia, Tennessee crew. They're running a 5-man crew. They don't go into the 7s until next week. So we're ready to play football.
Alden Aiden. Which one is it? Alden or Aiden?
It's Alden.
Alden Holland set to kick for the Eagles. Back deep for the Commanders. Number 2, Delani Majors, the sophomore scatback, 5'8", 145 pounds. They say this young man can move. Let's see if they elect to kick to him. Alden Holland approaches, swings that right foot, kicks it, and we are underway. Ball taken at the 15-yard line, up to the 50. Bounce it back towards the midfield. Spins out of a tackle up to the 30. Has a beat on the sideline. Needs to beat the kicker. He's down the sideline. 45-40, 35-20. Forget about it. No laundry on the field. And just like that, Friendship Christian Brock Montgomery goes 85 yards, breaks one tackle and goes 85 yards, and just like that, the Commanders have struck, and they're up 6-0.
Yeah, Montgomery took the kick, and he actually started inside the hash down the middle of the field. Fantastic containment happened. He got bounced off of the first two tacklers, and there was one that missed. Then he rolled it to the outside, and he actually had a wall, and all he had to beat was the kicker, got it in for 6.
This will be Neil Kane in for the extra point, the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And your new score with 11:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Friendship Christian 7 and Jackson Christian 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep.
Do you want a liner or no liner?
Yeah, you can do a liner. I believe this is a 60 right here. Am I right?
Check out that family looking at that SUV.
Is that right?
Yep. Think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 bypass in Jackson. Or online at oldcountryauto.com.
We're not just another radio station. We're your radio station. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Neil Kane set to kick. Danye Brooks back deep for the Eagles. Here's the kick. That will be taken at the 15-yard line up to the 30-yard line, where the Eagles will begin their first possession of the evening after giving up the kickoff, the opening kickoff of the game.
Yeah, Will
for
Cisco.
a touchdown. Yeah, that was Will Cisco on the return for 15 yards. And the Eagles will say it's the 31-yard line to start this initial drive.
Yeah, Jackson Christian, obviously not the start that they wanted right here, but they're going to bring their offense out for the first time. Nothing, if that's going to happen, you do want it on the opening kickoff. Right now, just get into some type of rhythm.
So here we go. Aaron Smith, the senior quarterback, out of the shotgun, flanked by one back. Twins receivers to both sides. Here's the snap. Under pressure, trying to hit the screen in the short and the wide side flat. Wanted to hit Danye Brooks, but under pressure from the A-gap blitz, had to throw it earlier than he wanted to. Falls incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, no question right there. Number 22, Chase Eakes, just absolutely blew in. They had the perfect play call. If he could have gotten it out to the side on that screen, there was nobody there left.
Hey, so let me
ask
Bob
you. Now, that was 26.
What's wrong with you, man? Get it right. Mama's right in front of us, dude.
Mr.
You can't
Jack
be missing
Martin
that
come
one.
blowing through
you
there.
Can't be missing that one. Here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 31-yard line. We've got a stoppage in play. Now it's a penalty. Now we got a penalty, but I thought I saw a timeout first. Let's see what we've got here. There is a flag on the field, Dave.
Yeah, they're going to wave the flag off. Darby did get the call, so we're going to have a timeout, Jackson Christian.
So not the smoothest start. You give up the opening kickoff, 85 yards for a touchdown. First play's incomplete, and you have to use your first timeout already, and we're only 32 seconds into this football game.
You know, Friendship Christian did a great job disguising that defense, and when they turned him loose, he was able to get in there very, very well, and there was no question that he was untouched. Jack Martin just blew the middle up and got a really, really, really good lick against Aaron. And, you know, once again, if he could have got the pass out there, it would have been a big, big play.
And this may be a great timeout, though, for Coach Palmer. So, all right, boys, breathe. Right. Breathe. We're good. It's 7-0. We've got this. Here we go. Trips to the short side. Smith out of the shotgun. Brooks in motion. Twins to the right. Twins to the left. 5 wide receiver set. Smith firing on the slant. Completed up to the 43-yard line. He'll make it another 4 yard or two. That's number 7, Peyton Tinsley. And you said they need to get Tinsley involved early and often in this football game.
Tinsley has got to be the man with the football right now. His matchup over there on the far side is going to be very hard for the Commanders to deal with, and that slant is a beautiful pass that Aaron throws well.
13-yard pickup on second out, good enough for a first. That'll move the sticks. The Eagles setting up shop from their own 44-yard line. 1 minute into this football game. 4 wide receiver set, Twins to the left. Here's the snap to the left. Once again, finds his man at the 50, down to the 40, spinning, and finally taken down around the 34-yard line.
Yeah, great pass by Aaron again. Same play, but they ran the trips to the left. Will Cisco caught that ball coming on the slant. You can see right now that Jackson Christian is going to exploit the inner of that defense of Friendship Christian and scoot them linebackers back. Don't be surprised if they start popping it up the middle here.
Yeah, Cisco was the slot on that trips to the left. And Smith threw a strike, 1st and 10 from the Commander. 34-yard line just underway. Here's Smith rolling to his right, trying to set up the screen. And that ball floats over his head. And actually, that was a great job by Will Cisco to push Jaden Irvin, the safety, who was up in coverage that time. Had he not done that, that might have been an interception. That pass floated on Aaron that time.
Some would like to say, why is that not pass interference on the offense? It's because the ball was behind the line of scrimmage. But Bass, I tell you, I looked at that defense setup right there. There is nobody that's 7 yards or further than 7 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Which is interesting because Jackson Christian has, that's man coverage all the way down the line. Trips to the right. Here's Brooks out of the backfield in motion. Comes the rest. Here's Smith. Has a slant to Tinsley once again. Shakes a tackle. He'll pick up about 6 yards on the play, setting up 3rd and about a long 3. We'll call it 4 yards for the Eagles from the Commander 28-yard line.
Yeah, that play is going to be open all day until they get somebody on that inside because they're tripping it out. They're running the 2 outside and inside receivers downfield and cutting the inside in on that slant, and it's wide open.
Yeah, at that point, it's pitch and catch.
Yeah,
if you're Aaron Smith, if they give them that type of cushion off the line of scrimmage, he'll pick them apart all night long. Here we go. 3rd and 4, man coverage down here at the bottom with Tinsley, single wide receiver to the wide side, trips to the short. The ball goes past Smith. He's able to get it, but he'll fall down to the ground. It'll go all the way back to the 38-yard line, taking the Eagles out of field goal position. Here's the question now, though, Dave, because that's going to make it about 3rd and around 13, and you're out of field goal position, the 38-yard line. Do you go for it here? Do you try to put that ball somewhere inside the 10?
Yeah, they're going to go for it right here. There's no question. They're going to put Tinsley out left. I see this going into the corner with Tinsley on a post.
All right, here we go. One back in the backfield. Smith in the shotgun, trips to the right. Here's the snap, 4th and 13. Smith drops back under pressure, rolling to his left, looking for his man. It is incomplete, thrown behind him, and broken up in the secondary by number 11 that time, Don Dunning, and the Eagles, who had a very promising drive, stall out here, and we'll get our first look at Friendship Christian on offense. They'll take over the ball with 8:55 left to go here in the first quarter, leading 7-0 from their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, the 3rd down play when Aaron Smith was not expecting the snap, that really put them behind the chains, and they don't work well from behind the chains. So we just got to buck up the defense right here.
So here are the Commanders. They want to run the football, double tight formation. Here's the snap, give off of left tackle, bouncing it inside and falling forward for a gain of about 5 yards. You'll take that all day long if you're the Commanders on 1st down. If you can chew up 5 yards, play ball control offense, stay ahead of the sticks, that's exactly where you want to be. That's number 11, Don Dunning, the junior running back, 5'10", 210 pounds, quite a load.
Yeah, he is. Tacker Nash came up, made the tackle, but you don't want your linebackers making the tackle 5 yards down the field.
Here we go, 2nd and 5 from the Commander 43-yard line. Here's the snap, calling his own number off right tackle. He's got more than enough for the 1st down, and then some. He thinks he stayed up. That's number 1, Drew Porter, the senior, with the direct snap. He's got a long stride, big kid, impressive-looking 1st down, and into Eagle territory just like that. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 47-yard line.
Yeah, they put him back there. He was no question whatsoever what he was about to do with the ball, and he takes it, runs it off tackle, and gets a good 1st down. We've just got to, once again, we've got to get the line of scrimmage under control.
And that's Friendship's, that's their strength. So again, double type formation. Once again, Dunning with the handoff. This time, absolutely nothing doing. He tried to get Don Dunning off of right tackle and swarmed under before he can get going.
Yeah, Trip Hearn made a great move right there to get past his defender in front of him and absolutely disrupted the play for a loss of 1. Good play by Trip Hearn.
Yeah, Hearn coming up in run support up there on the line of scrimmage, unchecked. Just a nice individual play right there. Hearn, a big, long, good-looking athlete.
A very, very good-looking athlete.
So here's Porter from the shotgun. Again, double tight formation, 2 backs. Here's Porter calling his own number, defended extremely well that time. I believe that's Peyton Tinsley who set the edge and would not give it up. A great job by Tinsley. He gets a whole bunch of help, and that'll be a loss on the play all the way back into Commander territory, back to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's the one that you kind of want your quarterback right there just to go down, but Drew held on to the ball thinking he could break loose from Tinsley. Tried to move it, lost another 10 yards, and Tinsley was not going to be denied. He got his arms around him, put him down, and put Friendship Christian behind the stake.
This is not where they want to be, Bonnie, third and distance. This is a running football team. Let's see what they dial up on 3rd and 19.
Yeah, if you were the Eagles, this is a perfect opportunity for you to hold them here.
Drew Porter, the senior, from the shotgun. Here's a handoff off left tackle. He's got a couple of blockers in front of him. That's Dunning. He'll make it up to just inside Eagle territory, but that's going to be about 9-10 yards short of a first down, and the Commanders will have to punt.
Yeah, I tell you right now, if there's anything that tells you what the Commanders like to do is they like to run the ball. They're not a comfortable passing team. In that deal, they run it off tackle left. Trip Hearn did come up, make a fantastic tackle, kept them short. Now they're going to have to get the ball back.
So nice stand by the defense that time after the Commanders were able to get into plus territory. Danye Brooks back at the 18-yard line. A nice high wobbly punt, calls for the fair catch. He'll take it. And Danye catches that ball right around the 15-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will set up shop with their second possession of the game, Dave, with 5:43 left to go. If you're just tuning in, it was Friendship Christian returning the opening kickoff, 85 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, and Jackson Christian's first possession, they looked very, very comfortable as they went down and then had a miscue on a bad snap. So you have to get that back. Understand that puts you behind the stakes. I still like the open slants.
I'd like to see Jackson Taylor. Last couple of years watching, I know he's been a big, tough, aggressive runner. See him going. Here is 4 wide receiver Smith. Here's Smith setting up the screen to Brooks. He's got him at the 20. It's a foot race. If he can get past one more defender, he is popped at the 35-yard line. Nice job that time. You can really tell that Smith is much more comfortable throwing to his left.
Yeah, he loves to throw it to his left, and he is on target right there. And Brooks, once again, as Friendship Christian has decided they're playing man-to-man all the way, and they're getting a good push with the thing. But with no safety, all you have to do is break through past them linebackers, you're gone.
And it becomes an extension of your running game. Speaking of that, here's a draw. Not much doing off the left side of that Jackson Christian offensive line. Maybe a yard on first down.
Yeah, you got to do that every now and again. You got to make sure that you keep them honest. Those linebackers who slip back. That brings them back up into a situation now where they have to respect the run can happen. And all you have to do is break 3 yards and you're wide open.
High school football brought to you by House of Hair. They need 3 hairdressers and a hair tech. 240-1660. Open Monday through Saturday. Here we go. 2nd and 8 Eagles from their own 36-yard line. Here's the snap. Smith trying to set something up. Finds Tinsley at the 35. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one and is now met by a host of defenders, but not until he picks up another 3 or 4 yards on the play. It's short of the first down. We'll set up about 3rd, and we'll call it a 3 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good play. I'm not real keen on that throw out there when you had the trip sitting there because you've got 3 defenders out that are up man-to-man. So there has to be perfect blocks before that, and you've got to be careful it's not picked off.
Hey, but they may be setting something. Everything's been short and quick. A nice hitch, and it'll be interesting to see. Here's the snap. Smith rolling to his left, now rolling back to his right, looking for his man. Got Tinsley down at the 30-yard line. It's caught to the 30. Breaks a tackle. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Eagles. Smith does a great job directing Tinsley. He releases, go down, catch the ball, beautiful pass down to the 30, breaks the tackle, gets a block, and into the end zone he goes from 58 yards. Smith to Tinsley, touchdown Eagles.
Yeah, Tinsley had gotten to the 40, and he saw his quarterback scrambling, so he worked his way back a little bit, and then once he saw he was in the open, Smith waved him down. He broke loose, perfect pass for the touchdown.
Beautiful connection that time. And Tinsley doing the rest. Big physical wide receiver. Here's Holland with the extra point. It is up and it is good. And your new score with 3:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Friendship Christian 7 and Jackson Christian 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989. 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
Hey, we've even got the Super Bowl. News Talk 101.5 FM.
Thompson and Smith bringing you this game tonight. They'd love to add you to their growing list of customers. Give them a call, 664-4750 for your auto, home, or business insurance needs. Thompson and Smith. Here we go. Let's see if the Eagles can do a better job on covers. The ball hits at the 14-yard line, takes a bounce. Now cutting it to the outside, needs a block, spinning outside, finds a lane, and here we go again. Off to the races, and if he can beat Donye Brooks, Brooks is able to run him out of bounds. But another huge return by Friendship Christian.
You know, they kicked the ball perfect to where you want to cover it. It was as close to the sidelines at the 15-yard line as you would want it. And he was able to get upfield. Once again, we stayed in the lanes. We did what we were supposed to do, but it just could not get him down. And he broke it again to the outside with the wall, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was Delani Majors, the one we were talking about, the sophomore scat, who really was very close to another one. So here we go. We've got an offset number here. We got twins to the wide side. Jackson Christian recognizes that now. So 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line of the Eagles, tied up at 7. Here we go. Here's Drew Porter from the shotgun. Here's the snap off left tackle, bouncing it back. The water bug jittering all the way across the field, making men miss. It's Barry Sanders out there. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Gaines is now the quarterback. He's in there. He handed the ball off. Very well done right there. He got – you're exactly right.
That was Colby. Yeah, Colby Gaines. Now, I don't have a 44, so
I don't either.
We'll try to run that number down. Our roster does not have a number 44, but you won't see a nicer run than that. Holy smokes. He made about 10 men miss that time, and they're in business. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 12-yard line with just under 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. So here's Irvin calling his own number up the middle, fighting forward, keeping those feet moving, and he'll make it all the way down to about the 5-yard line. Gain of 7.
I'll tell you right there, that was a fantastic fake by Gaines. He fooled me. I did not think he kept the ball, and he just waited long enough to allow his blocks to open the hole, and a great first down run.
So here's Gaines from the shotgun. Did you get the number, the name on 44?
Not all the way. It's Tyson.
All right.
Tyson
Walcott, who gets the carry right here and had a spot. Looked like he was going to dance in the end zone, but who was that stepped there? Was that Tacker that stepped in and made that tackle?
That was Tacker Nash that came up in there, stepped up and did a good thing. Now, this is a big 3rd down right here with 1 yard to go. You know pretty much what's fixing to happen, so you just got to bow up best on best.
So 3rd and 1 from about the 3. This is big man on big man football. This is right where Friendship Christian wants to be. Here's Gain in the shotgun. Twins to the right, single wide receiver to the left. Walcott in the backfield. He gets the call. He's snowed under. Didn't need the end zone. It wasn't goal. He needed a yard for the first down. I don't know if he got it, Dave. I think he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. If that, this should set up 4th and a long one for Friendship Christian.
I saw the head linesman. He did not move. He took a step in immediately. He signaled that it's 4th down. This is a big defensive play right here.
So let's see what Coach McNeil wants to do. Looks like he's leaving the offense in.
I think they're going to jump to the line here.
We'll see. 4th and a long one, 1:11 and running here in the first quarter in Lebanon, Tennessee, the beautiful campus of Friendship Christian. And the play clock down to 1, and the Commanders will call timeout, their first of the evening. High school football brought to you by Old Country Auto. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto on the corner of Airways and the Bypass is a proud supporter of high school sports. And by Roberts Jewelers, experiencing Roberts Jewelers' state-of-the-art custom design studio, RJ Case. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. All right, the body, so we're almost 11 minutes into this one. Your impression so far, these two?
Well, special teams for Jackson Christian is what's kind of, keeping, I believe, the Commanders in the game so far. So, getting the ball down deep downfield this previous time, you don't need that to happen.
Well, and I'll tell you,
don't need that to happen, man.
No, certainly not.
It's pretty obvious right now. Friendship Christian, Drew Porter is the running quarterback. He's not even listed as a quarterback. They're going to snap it to him, and you know that he's probably not going to throw, while Gaines is going to be the quarterback of record that is going to put the ball in the air, so you never know what can happen.
He showed some versatility on the run, too, though,
yes,
and they're both in right now. As you mentioned, Porter, the senior, the slot on the right side.
You got to be aware of a quarterback keep right here.
Here's Gaines, was in the shotgun, now will go from under center.
Oh.
Now, everybody moves but the quarterback. Now, what's going to happen here? There was no penalty here. The ball came loose. Jackson Christian either has it or they didn't make the distance. I can't tell. Either way, it's going to be Eagle football.
I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to get one heck of a break because it was definitely a false start against Friendship Christian right there with both tackles and guards on both sides moving before the ball was snapped, but then it was fumbled on the exchange. Jackson Christian falls on it. They're going to give it to him. I cannot believe that there is no laundry on the field on that play.
Which would benefit Friendship Christian
if that would have been the case. But they would keep the ball.
To me, it looked like they were trying a little trick play where you hike it to the center, and the center, once you touch the quarterback's hands, he puts the ball back on the ground.
Did you say hike it to the center?
I mean, from the center, from the quarterback. That's what it looked like to me.
4 wide receivers set. Here's Smith in the backfield. Brooks to his right. Here's the snap. Looking to his left. Fires. Caught. But for very little gain, maybe a yard or two, and then taken down by a host of defenders. Was that Tinsley or Cisco? He's across the field.
It was Tinsley. I don't know where the officials are going to point. It did look like there was simultaneous possession, but it was gained by Friendship Christian first. Then Tinsley got in and got a hold of the ball.
Okay, so we couldn't see that from it. So it looks like there's going to be an interception, and just like that, Friendship Christian is back where they were just a second ago.
Well,
only now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, they definitely got the break on that one.
Yeah, so both teams now with a couple of opportunities to let it go by the wayside, but Friendship Christian is no worse to wear. They now have it. 1st and goal from the Eagle 6-yard line. Here's Gaines in the backfield with him. That's going to be Don Dunning. 3 wide receiver set, twins to the left. Here's a man in motion on the end around. Not much doing that time. That's going to be, I believe that was Brock Montgomery. Tried to string it out. He'll get about a yard or two on 1st down, setting up 2nd goal from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and as he came out through there, you had Will Cisco that made the tackle, and he looks to be a little bit shaken up. He doesn't like his he kind of turned his back and shook his arm a couple. We'll keep an eye on that.
And Cisco, a two-way player, very important on both sides of the football. We'll see if the Commanders want to run another play as the clock is about to run out here in the 1st quarter. They look to be into any particular hurry. So after 12 minutes, that's going to be your score. At the end of 1, Jackson Christian and Friendship Christian knotted up at 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Welcome to Jackson's original News Talk FM. The information you want to hear at the office and on the road. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Commanders in business as we get ready to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. All right, the only question I have right now is, what would Baby Girl run right here? What would Baby Girl call in this situation?
There's no question that she would say it is a big girl play right here is what Baby Girl would say. We got to give it to the big girl and let them get in there.
All right, Baby Girl, here we go. Gaines and Dunning in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Eagles need a stand here. Gaines from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Gives it to Dunning off right tackle. He is snowed under. He will lose yardage on the play. Fantastic play, I believe, by Peyton Tinsley, stepping up once again. And so far, Tinsley having a whale of a football game, frankly, on both sides of the football.
Yeah, he is. And right now you can tell that they're not going to be able to get outside on us without some kind of trickery. They need to hit it up the middle.
So here we go. 3rd and goal. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to be Gaines and Dunning once again in the backfield for the Commanders. 3rd and goal, 12 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Fast into the end zone. Was he in when he caught the pass? He was. It's a touchdown strike. That's Drew Porter on the reception that time.
And definitely a timing play and a fantastic play by Gaines, who just took the snap, took one step back and hit him in the corner. That ball was actually released before he turned around.
Yeah, that's one that they've ran a million times.
Yep.
And as a defender is almost impossible, if correctly ran, to defend that time. So here is the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. And your new score with 11:13 left to go here in the first half. Friendship Christian 14 and Jackson Christian 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's for a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson.
More than just the headlines. Get the real story here. Your source for news, weather, sports, and traffic. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Kane set to kick. Daniel Brooks at his own 6-yard line. It's a short kick. We've got a whistle, though.
Yeah, they're going to call offsides on Friendship Christian right there. And I'm going to tell you, that would have worked out well for us because I don't mind him having the ball.
Not to mention, you were going to get guaranteed good field position, even if it just fair caught the football right there. But it's a legal procedure call on Friendship. They'll back it up 5 yards, and we'll do it again. And now Danye Brooks rating on his own 10-yard line.
And real quick, we do want to make a shout-out. Got 2 players for Freed Hardeman headed down to Atlanta to coach a little softball this weekend. That would be baby girl Lakin Page and Cassie Hayes and A.J.
Well, there is some
Jarnigan.
debate to that.
Yeah,
just exactly which one is which.
And A.J. Jarnigan, a alumni of Friendship Christian, is listening in Jackson.
Here we go. So good evening to the ladies and to A.J. This kick will go out of bounds about the 7-yard line. So when it all comes down the wire, it's just going to work out for the Eagles.
It is, and I mean, that's a good play right there. He saw the ball that was easing itself out of bounds. There's no way you want to touch that, because it's going to come out to the 35, and we're going to end up just about where we were on the kick. So you're right. It all comes out in the wash.
It's a beautiful – it's a little chill in the air, but it's a beautiful night for high school football here in Tennessee.
Great-looking campus.
Oh, I'm telling you, right?
I mean, from the backside, the tennis courts.
Are we doing this again? Why are we doing this again?
Again.
Well, did you see a flag?
Actually, here's why we're doing it again. Jackson Christian allowed that they can take it at 35, or they can take 5 and make them kick it again. They have taken 5. They're going to let them kick it again, thinking we can get past the 35.
And you can see they don't want to kick it to Danye Brooks, who is at his 15 now. Started out as 5. He's like George and Wheezy, moving on up, baby, to the 15-yard line. So Kane will try this once again as he approaches the ball. He swings that foot. Woo, nice high kick. Holy smokes. Taken about the 14 by Brooks, up to the 25, to the 30, where he is met and will make it up to about the 35-yard line. So all said and done, they ended up about where they were going to be anyway, but that was one heck of a kick by Kane off his foot.
Well, I'm not understanding right now, because if he kicks that ball like that from the regular spot where they kick it, it's in the end zone. I'll take my chances right there. If I can pin him inside the 5 taken off or get the ball in the end zone, I'm going to go that every time.
That ball just jumped off of Kane's foot. I mean, you knew it as soon as it hit a boom. You know,
you can hear
You can tell sometimes. Yep, here we go. All right, Eagles with their third offensive possession, trying to shake off a little bit of the rust. Here we go. Smith in the shotgun, in motion. Here's Brooks on the little tap pass around the right side, needs the edge. He's not going to get it. He'll get about 2 or 3 yards before he is rudely thrown out of bounds. Well defended that time, but we've got Laundry in the backfield.
Yeah, that was Malik Blues that took that little push pass. I don't know what they're going to call it right here. We'll get the call from the White Hat. That's probably fixing to be a hold is what it's going to end up being. No, they're going to call it chop.
Much worse.
Yeah. That's going to be 15 right there. I don't know exactly who they got it on. They don't have a microphone on the officiating crew, but obviously they said that one got them low. You're not allowed to get below the waist unless you are in the interior, and so it obviously happened outside the interior line.
So the Eagles have turned the football over, committed a couple of tough penalties, given up a kickoff return for a touchdown, and nearly gave up another one. Right now, the best I can tell, they've been their own worst enemy so far.
Yes, absolutely.
So we've got first and an Uber ride from the 23-yard line for the Eagles. Smith in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, trips to the short side. That's the right. Back motions into the slot. Here Smith looking for Tinsley, complete at the 28 and up to the 31-yard line. Good for a gain of 7 on the play.
I'm going to tell you, if he will pull that up and pump it right there, there is no question in the world that Cameron Boyd can just fly straight down the field untouched.
Yeah, Boyd 5'3", 140, but can absolutely fly.
And there's nobody back there. If he can pump it and draw that man to Tinsley, he is wide open.
And as you mentioned, no safety help over the top. So Tinley's got the man-to-man matchup. So here we go, 4 wide receiver set. Smith dropping straight back, going for the seam route up the middle, looking for a man. Got him, hit him in stride. Complete and all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's Donye Brooks on the reception. A beautiful pass that time on the right seam from Smith. Delivered it in between 2 defenders that time to Brooks.
No question that's what they're going to have to do. When Friendship Christian lined up right then, everybody was within 5 yards of the ball. They just released Donye Brooks down the field in a perfect pass in stride.
Great concentration, right, Bud? Yeah, that's not an easy play. Trips to the left. Now we have a false start on the right side, or were they drawn off here?
Well, that's what we're going to have to look at because Friendship moved, and they're going to get Jackson Christian on this.
And the left or the right side of that Jackson Christian offensive line,
I'm
getting the feeling they don't agree.
Now, Friendship moved first, and they're discussing it right now. This could go in
I said, give me some space. I need to talk it out with my boys.
Yeah, they're going to get in there
and
huddling
discuss
up. This.
Yeah, this is not clear cut. What are they saying right now, Dave?
Right
You're
now,
a former White Hat. What are they saying?
They got the two. They got the umpire and the head linesman who saw it on his side, and they're going to talk about this pretty much. It's like, let's see exactly what happened. They're going to say that Jackson Christian did not. In high school, you can move. Maybe they had not completely broke the plane because high school that will kill it. You can't go back. If you break it, defense is done. But they can move as long as they don't break the plane. The right side of the line move.
And that will move the ball back to the Commander 32-yard line. First and 15, 9:35 left to go here in the first half. Here's the shotgun snap. Smith looking to the left, looking for Brooks. Cuts back inside of the route, is complete, and into the end zone for a 32-yard hookup. From Smith to Brooks. That was Brooks, yes.
Yeah, it was Brooks. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to throw the ball down the middle of the field and put athlete against athlete because right now they are able to get their body in position to make it, and Aaron Smith is throwing absolute perfect passes right now.
Well, I thought Brooks did a great job of breaking inside, coming to the football, and making the catch and then into the end zone. Here's Holland in for the equalizer. The snap, the kick, it's up. It is good. And your new score with 9:21 left to go here in the first half. Jackson Christian 14 and Friendship Christian 14 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
It's a shootout.
Need a haircut on a Monday, but no salons open? We've all been there with hairdressers not open on Mondays. Not anymore. House of Hair opens Monday and every Monday. Walk-ins welcome, appointments to suit your schedule. And right now, House of Hair is looking to hire 3 hairdressers and a nail technician. House of Hair, a full-service hair salon. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 16A Conrad Drive, Jackson. 731-240-1660.
Direct to your home, in your car, or at work. All your information with no satellite dish required. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Reliable lawn care and landscape, professional, knowledgeable, great workers, increased property values, and a better living space for you and your family. Here's Holland's kick taken at the 20-yard line, straight up the middle, and taken all the way back to the 40-yard line. So it's not quite the damage of the first 2 kicks, and that was Powers on the return, but it's still fantastic field position. The Commanders will start 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, I believe I would have figured out somebody else to kick that short to. You don't want to hand it off to one of the best runners they've got out there.
And as you mentioned, Holland's got the foot to get the ball in the end zone.
He does. He can at least put it back around the 10 to the 5 in tonight's cold weather, but he can get it in the end zone.
So here we go. Gaines in at quarterback for the Commanders. 4 wide receivers to the right. And it's one of those bounce passes. That's a live ball.
That is fantastic right there. Peyton Tinsley did exactly. That was a trick play that he was going to see as an incomplete. He's standing there with it, and he was fixing to take off. Right. And Tinsley said, nothing doing here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's a very difficult play. First for Gaines to bounce that ball up like that. That's not easy, but they did that correctly. And you're right. If Tinsley doesn't check right there, he's going to get burned on that. It's an outstanding play by the senior Peyton Tinsley, who's having a monster football game. It results in a loss of 6 yards back to the Commander 34-yard line with 8:32 left to go here in the first half. Looking at the 5-yard out, complete to Powers at the 40. Breaks a tackle up into Eagle territory, refusing to go down, and finally slammed to the ground that time by Trip Hearn. Boy, you can tell Powers is a tough young man, 6'1", about 195, slender, but tough as nails when he gets the football.
Yeah, fantastic catch and throw right there, or throw and catch, and he did a good job. We've got to take his legs because you can't bring that big man down.
And they're showing that they're not just a run football team and giving the Eagles something to think about. So here's Gaines from the shotgun. Here's a man in motion, give to the end of the round to the short side. Not a whole lot doing. Tinsley on the tackle. The ball came loose. It did.
Yes, sir.
And it's recovered by the Eagles. I thought he might be down. Is that Tinsley who comes up with the fumble?
Came up with that.
I was walled off by some of the sideline players for Friendship Christian, so I thought I saw the ball come loose, but you were absolutely right. A turnover, and just like that, Jackson Christian in business from their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't catch the linebacker that got over and made the initial hit, but he stood him up, and the runner tried to turn it inside, and he turned directly into Peyton. And you could tell by the look on Peyton's eyes as he went down that ball came loose. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, so let's see if the Eagles can do anything with the forced turnover. Twins to both sides. Here's Smith from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, Smith dropping straight back now, rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking, finally fires, and incomplete. Tinsley had come open just past the sticks. Ball maybe a little bit behind him that time, falls to the ground. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Now that turned into an improv play, and he did a good job by keeping the play alive long enough, but both receivers, instead of one being 10 yards closer and one back behind as they went, ended up in the same place. You know what that does? That brings 2 defenders in there too, so 4 people had a shot at it. Kind of lucky that one didn't get picked.
That offensive line doing a good job of giving Smith time to throw that football.
Yes, yeah. They're going to operating from the inside out. That's what you need. Well, bring the rush.
2nd and 10. In the backfield, that's Cameron Boyd. Smith with the shotgun. Quick hitch fire out to Brooks in the right side flat. Makes a man miss. Accelerates forward past the sticks. He has the first down and a little bit more. That's going to be good for a pickup of about 13 yards. And here goes the Eagles on a drive inside Commander territory down to the 44-yard line. boy, Smith really decisive on where he's wanting to go, finding the mismatch, seeing that the coverage is lagging off a little bit, finding his manning and hitting it quickly.
Well, and that's what they're doing. They backed off a little bit. He hits them short. He's going to pull them back up. Don't expect a long one right here.
Don't. Trips to the wide side. Here we go. Shotgun snap. Smith under pressure, rolling to his right, gets rid of the football. That's a great job by Smith that time. Under pressure immediately off the left edge of that Friendship Christian defense, but has enough mobility to get out the pocket and get rid of the football.
Yeah, and right there, you know they brought the entire house, and they were coming after him, and they're going to come after him right now. I tell you right now, it would be a nice time to hit that little push pass or possibly a draw.
McDonald's from the start, they've been committed to doing the right thing. Stop by your McDonald's today. Tyler Gamble has done a great job with McDonald's there in West Tennessee. We thank them very much. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Eagles from the Commander 43-yard line. Exactly 7 minutes left to go until half. Here's the shotgun snap. Smith looking to his left, looking for the slant. Catches it. Will Cisco at the 30-yard line. Great job by Cisco that time, getting separation on the inside pattern, and what a strike that time by Smith, who seems to be in a little bit of a rhythm right now.
Yeah, he is. He's standing tall, and he understands that as long as he can stay in that pocket, he's getting the protection to let his receivers get themselves open downfield, and he's throwing strikes.
So 6:35 left to go here in the first half after forcing the turnovers. The Eagles on the march, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Smith looking to his right, going for the home run shot. It is, let's see, did he get his feet down? He did not. That'll be incomplete. Looking for his man right around the 10-yard line. Was that Tinsley?
Yeah, that's Tinsley out there. He actually never did gain possession of it. He actually had to spin totally around to the outside to get it, but if he would have got it, he did have his feet inbound.
Yeah, and really, to be honest with you, that's just a good job by Drew Porter also of using the boundary as a defender that time.
Yep.
Because you're right, that takes a very difficult adjustment for a receiver to make. Now, if anybody on this field could make it, it would be Peyton Tinsley, but that's a very difficult adjustment. So here we go.
I'm feeling it. Cisco on a slant.
Dave says Cisco on a slant. Here we go. Have the Eagles running the football today? I don't think that they have. Dave says one time. Make it 2. Calling his own number, Smith, straight up the middle on a quarterback draw. With a nice pickup there on 2nd down. We'll call it 7 and setting up 3rd and short, 3rd and about 3 from the Commander 23-yard line. No doubt about what Smith wanted to do right there. Saw a little crease right there on the left side, A gap, and made them pay.
Yeah, that's what you got to do is hit that. That'll slow that rush down. Good tackle by Noah Tidwell, but he just did it 7 yards downfield.
So here we go, 3rd and 3, 5:50 left to go here in the first half. And did the Eagles just draw the Commanders offsides?
Yeah, they did. They got the end over there. He ended up being just a little bit aggressive over there. Looks like Michael Bear was the one that just tried to get the rush on a little too quick. 1st down.
Well, now one of these things is happening. Either Aaron is doing a great job barking from the shotgun because it is not easy to get someone to draw them offsides from the shotgun. That's a much more difficult thing to do. That's the second time I would say that he's done it. The first time they called it on Jackson Christian, but it sounds to me like Smith is doing a good job with his cadence and his disguises.
And I'll get with it when we get back. Jackson Christian just called their 2nd timeout.
The Eagles taking their 2nd timeout. They've got one left with 5:21 left to go here in the first half. Your score, Jackson Christian 14 and Friendship Christian 14 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Has this pandemic got you upside down financially?
He's good at that.
We've been there, and we're here to help at Clancer Pawn and Jewelry. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. Clancer Pawn and Jewelry also buys and sells Rolex watches and diamonds. We loan money, and Clancer Pawn and Jewelry buys, sells, and trades gold. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30. It's Saturdays 9 to 5. ClancerPawn.com. And take a look at our items on Facebook at Clancer Pawn and Jewelry, 2156 North Highland Avenue.
Did you say football? High school game of the week, the SEC championship, and the NFL on Monday nights. News Talk 101.5 FM. 101.5 FM.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line for Smith, and the Eagles going for Tinsley in the end zone. Jump ball that is going to be incomplete. Boy, that's a great matchup right there between maybe the two best players on this field right now in Powers and Tinsley. Both these young men having huge games. That ball may be a little bit underthrown. Tinsley could normally go over the top of another defender, but Powers is almost 6'2".
Yeah, they're both the same size, and Powers did a great job of putting his body in between the ball and Tinsley.
So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Trips to the right, man in motion. He'll come to rest in the left slot. Now going back to Tinsley, firing that time a little bit too low. Tinsley tied to go to the ground to get it right around the 10-yard line, and it was just a little too hot and too low.
Yeah, that dreaded pass where the nose of the football was down. He wanted to keep it low, and he just got the nose down, and once that happens, it dives down, and we're going to end up in a 3rd down and a big 3rd down situation.
And really, because there wasn't a breaking back or a safety coming, you did not have to throw it quite that hard, but that would have been the catch of the year if Tinsley was able to come up with that. So
and it looks like Tinsley's hobbling a little bit.
Here. Yeah, I noticed that. So here we go, 3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Here's the Eagles, same formation. Smith in the shotgun. Here's the snap, rolling to his right, looking for somebody. Under pressure, spinning, and he'll be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2, setting up 4th and about 12. But the Eagles firmly inside Holland's field goal range from the right hash.
Yeah, he's done a good job from this area this year, and he's got plenty of leg to do this. We just got to keep him out, get a good snap, good hold, and let him get his foot set.
So this will be a 37-yard field goal attempt for Alden Holland. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's got the distance. It is up, and it hits the right upright. No good. Had plenty of distance. Would have been good from about 40. It broke back towards the left, but not quite in time. Shanks off the right upright, and we'll stay tied with 4:24 left to go in this first half.
I tell you, he had plenty of foot in it, and from here it looked like it was going right down the middle, but he doinks it off that left upright, and you know what? This has got all the makings of absolutely being who's got the ball last.
Could be.
Or who makes the least mistake.
You know, he played that draw. Another yard, and that's going to be a good field goal.
Yep.
Another yard back, and that's a 38-yarder. It's going to be good. But nonetheless, here come the Commanders, tied at 14. Here's a man in motion, calling his own number straight up the middle, has a little bit of a seam. That's going to be Gaines on first down. He'll pick up about 4.
Yeah, they started off, going really straight up the middle. Now they're running a little trickery, spreading it out. Gaines is throwing the ball well, too. So right now Jackson Christian has got to watch out for everything.
Yeah, this is far more than a wing T team, I can tell you that.
Yes.
in every sense of the word as we take a look at this 3-wide receiver set. All right, Gaines from the shotgun from their own 24-yard line. Here's a snap looking to his left into the left flat, floats it a little bit high, and coming up and laying a lick is Will Cisco. Ball goes out of bounds, incomplete, 3rd and 6 for the Commanders from their own 24-yard line. A little aggressive, little pop that time by Cisco.
Well,
yeah?
Cisco did it exactly the way he's supposed to do it right there. He didn't lower his head. He used his shoulder pads, used his chest, and went through him. No targeting. It was a good play.
Yeah, and you can't float that ball, especially when the receivers aren't quite as tall because they can get popped. So a big play right here in this football game. 3rd and 6 for the Commanders. Here's the snap. Gaines looking for his man. It's the deep out. It's about the deep 10-yard out that sails out of bounds, looking for Powers about the 40-yard line. That ball sails on Gaines that time out of bounds, and for the first time tonight, a 3-and-out this Eagles defense.
Yeah, that was that timing play. I think Gaines saw that it wasn't there, and he went ahead to make sure that he didn't get it intercepted on a cut-in right there. He just threw that ball away, smart, punted away, let your defense work.
So here we go. Gaines into punt. Kanye Brooks just inside Eagle territory, right around his own 47-yard line. Play clock down to 4. They're letting it go. Here's the snap. High, wobbly punt by Gaines that will hit around the 47-yard lines and take a bounce back towards a favorable one for the Eagles. And that ball is going to be taken straight up midfield So 50 yards to pay dirt for the Eagles. They have 3.5 minutes to do it here, tied at 14 apiece with Friendship Christian. High school football brought to you by Mitchell's Body Shop, committed to quality, committed to you, committed to high school sports. All right, Dave, what do you need to see? The body, what do y'all need to see out of the Eagles on this drive?
Well, I'm going to say right now, I think you need to strike down the middle. You pulled them up. You're going to have an open in between the seams here. We need to get deep.
We'll get the body's thoughts here after this play. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from midfield. Twins to both sides. Here's Smith calling his own number off left tackle on the quarterback draw down to the 40. Rolls off a defender and will come to rest around the 31-yard line. Great spot by that official because he was not down initially because he rolled over on a defender to pick up another yard or two. They'll call it the 32-yard line, a gain of 18, calling his own number that time, Smith with the keeper.
Yeah, great job, and he knew exactly what he was doing right there. And, I mean, that's going to keep those linebackers honest if he keeps popping that in there, and it's going to open up those middle seams.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Smith from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Calls his own number. Off of left tackle. He'll fall forward for a gain of about 2 yards. 2:45 left to go here in the first half. Smith calling his own number for the 3rd time this half.
Well, that looked good. He's doing what he needs to do, and a great play call. He is keeping those linebackers get ready because they're fixing to try to hit right down the middle.
The savvy quarterback showing that he can do more than just use that right arm. Twins to both sides. Here's Smith and the shotgun. 2:15 left to go. He fires, looking for the release on the hot pattern. He's got him at the 15, the 10, down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7-yard line. A strike of 23 yards to Will Cisco from the right slot. And with 2 minutes left to go here in the first half, the Eagles are in business. 1st and 10 inside the 10 at the 9-yard line of the Commanders.
Smith just took one step back, and you know what he did. He saw Cisco. He knew the slant was going to be there. Cisco, with a great hands, takes it down inside the 10.
Truly a great play call from Coach Palmer and this Eagle coaching staff. Here we go. Smith calling his own number off right tackle. This time, nothing doing. He'll get a yard, maybe 2. 2nd and goal. No particular hurry this time because the Eagles have a timeout. 1:28 left to go, and they don't want to give the Commanders a chance to strike.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we just hold on to the football right here. No mistakes. You got to put it in. You can't get the first down here, but we just need to relax.
Smith, a fantastic display of football prowess. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Firing inside, batted at the line of scrimmage and nearly intercepted. The ball falls to the turf harmlessly. We have 62 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Senior
3rd
Bob.
and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, senior Bobby Owen was able to get his hand up at 6'2", 205, and he was able to block that. Cisco had 2 steps on him. It was going to be a touchdown, but great defensive play.
So here we go. Smith from the shotgun. 3rd and goal from the Commander 6. His snap rolls to his left. Finds a man at the 5. Makes a man miss. It's Brooks, and he's taken down. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. Very well defended that time by the Commander defense.
Yeah, I tried to run the wide receiver screen to the left, and when Brooks caught the ball, it was actually set up. But 4 defenders for Friendship Christian were able to break the containment and get in to get him.
I would love to have seen Peyton Tinsley on a fade in the back of the end zone. Nonetheless, Alden Holland in the game, the senior kicker. This one would be a 26-yard field goal. They'll let the play clock run down. The play clock is at 8 seconds. The game clock is at 18. Coach Palmer wants to run as much clock as he possibly can here.
And Jackson Christian now, they're going to call their last timeout to set this field goal up. Now, Friendship Christian has 2 where they can ice him if they want to. But a big defensive stop no matter what for Friendship.
13 seconds left to go here in the first half. Truly a display of courage and desire. Coach Palmer and the Eagles losers of 3 straight games coming into this affair, have the opportunity, after giving up the first touchdown on the first play of the game, have the opportunity to take the lead here at the half if senior Alden Holland can hit this 26-yard field goal from the left hash.
And what a play it would be to take the lead, the first one of the ball game after the start that they did have.
So here we go. The Eagles for the lead. No surprise here. Coach McNeil is going to freeze Holland.
You know, I don't know how much that it works, but every coach seems to do this, and they love to freeze that field goal kicker. It's kind of like setting up for a putt, having to back off of it, setting up for a putt, then having to back off of it again. But I'll tell you, I think the young man is going to be able to do the job.
Do you have any concerns that this kick is coming from the left hash off the foot of a right-footed kicker?
Well, it actually is going to play in our favor if you looked at the right hash last miss that hit the right upright. If you get it that way, he pushed it a little bit. Now he's got room that he can just cut it loose.
A chance at redemption. So here we go. 13 seconds left to go. Alden Holland to take the lead for the first time tonight. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. Your score with 9 seconds left to go in the first half. Jackson Christian 17 and Friendship Christian 14 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin. Just like in the game of football, it could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner to sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor. Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today. 731-697-8558. 731-697-8558. Or 731-668-1777. KimberlyEvans.com.
Monday Night Football with the NFL. Only on News Talk. 101.5 FM.
With that 26-yard field goal by Alden Holland, the Eagles have their first lead of the evening. 9 seconds left to go here in the first half. Now, they have not done a great job of kickoff coverage. This time he squibs it. It's going to be taken at the 23-yard line, up to the 30 and up to about the 37-yard line with 2 seconds left to go here in the first half. So just enough time for one play here before the half. Any thoughts in the first half, Buddy?
Yeah, Jackson Christian, I mean, you see the weapons that they have on offense there. Passing the ball is their name of the game right now for them. Got 2 seconds left here. Just keep it in front, man.
So here we go. From the 39-yard line, let's see if Friendship Christian wants to just take a knee here and not take a chance on it. Looks like that's going to be the case. The snap, the knee, and the half. Your score after 24 minutes. Jackson Christian 17 and Friendship Christian 14 on Jackson's Madison County's high school football game of the week. And that's not Jackson, Madison County. Excuse me, guys. We've been doing that all year. Sorry about that. Jackson Christian School. Absolutely, guys. Thank you for that very much. We'll take this 4-minute timeout, come back. We'll take a look at the scoreboard and find out what's going on around Tennessee in high school football in the playoffs on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
For the month of August and September, try our rich and creamy s'mores milkshake. Don't forget about happy hour at Sonic from 2 to 4 p.m. when drinks and slushes are 50% off. And hey, looking for a job? Sonic is hiring at all 6 Jackson locations. Apply online at snagajob.com and select Jackson TN for the area. Enjoy cool treats on these hot nights at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic of Jackson, proudly supporting high school athletics.
Hey, Dan.
Hang on.
Dan.
Hang on.
Danny.
Whoa. What?
Let's sell this house and buy another.
Say what?
Seriously, this was your house when we got married. We need to find our house.
Emily, mi casa es tu casa.
Your bachelor pad is my bachelor pad?
Okay, babe, look, if we're going to do this, we have to call the Greer Real Estate Group.
Oh, I like them. They really care about their clients and they know what they're doing.
Well, Brad's hobby is construction and repair. He can help us with what we need to get our house ready for the market.
And I like Jennifer. She's kind, helpful, and handles all the paperwork.
And Jonathan Greer, he's like a son to me.
Speaking of children...
Now, wait a minute. We've got Freddie and Susie.
They're cats, Stan.
Wow, that's getting serious. I'm Brad Greer with Greer Real Estate Group. Jen, John, and the other agents at Greer Real Estate Group don't do family planning, but we do know how to help people with buying or selling a house. Give Greer Real Estate Group a call at 300-4100 and let us show you why our clients refer us to their friends.
Dan, we have to have a pool.
Oh, jeez.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at macpestcontrol.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
News Talk 101.5 FM, the home of Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
Welcome back into Jackson Christian football, and what a whale of a half we had. 24 minutes in the books. It wasn't the greatest start in the world. Jackson Christian giving up the opening kickoff on an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start things off, but since then have outscored the Commanders 17-7 to take the lead with the Alden Holland field goal at the end of the first half.
Yeah, you know, they ended up with the return. It could have just gone, okay, here it goes again. The other shoe is dropped, and they were able to come back, and then if not for another turnover right down there after they had just gotten the turnover at the goal line, and they gave it right back to them, and that's how they punched it in. But at all said and done, they've handled what has happened to them very well, and if they continue to just stay within themselves, the offense, and now the good thing about this, they get the ball to open the second half. If they can take it down and make this a two-score thing, I don't you're going to take Friendship out of their comfort range on what they like to do.
High school football brought to you by Jackson State Community College, welcoming learners of all ages and offering career-ready degrees by reliable lawn care.
What happened?
You cut the power.
There we go.
It's not on.
I didn't touch anything. Didn't think.
Hi, I'm Grover King.
We're back, man.
Hey, I completely lost you.
Yeah, I know. It got disconnected.
Provide you quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years
you want me to bring you back right now, or
after this spot?
Your jewelry is in good hands.
Okay, awesome.
Whether you just need a ring size or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable, and we put customer service first. No job is too small, and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come to see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at kingjewelersjackson.com.
High school football brought to you by Sarah of Jackson. One destination, so many choices. Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Kia. 189 Stonebridge Boulevard. By Allegra Printing, Allegra Marketing, Print, and Sign Company. The perfect solution for all of your marketing needs. And, of course, by our great friends at Sonic Happy Hour Daily, 2 to 4 p.m., half-price drinks and slushes, and half-price cheeseburgers on Tuesdays. Let's take a look at what we've got from around West Tennessee in week number 1 of the playoffs. Let's see what we got, boys. Brewston right now trailing Fayetteville first quarter score 6-0 in the first quarter. Also, let's see what else we've got here for you. Camden, if you just tuned in, Camden a 1-0 loss, COVID loss. Right. They were playing Pearl Cone. Not a great season for the Lions. Pearl Cone undefeated on the season. Second quarter score, and Springfield's just one of those teams, especially this time of year. But second quarter score in Springfield, Southside trailing the Yellow Jackets, Dave, 21-0.
Yeah, that it was a tall order for Southside to be able to go to Springfield and play in a hostile environment with an offense that's as explosive as Springfield.
Let's take some more scores from around West Tennessee. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, 17-14 Jackson Christian with the lead, and what was a different type of first half, but extremely entertaining. We're going to have our stats here.
Yeah, we're going to get
in
the
just
good
a second.
Stats.
All right, we're going to come to you just 1 second, my friend. By the way, Brewston at the start of the third quarter trailing 12-0. Couple more here for you. Let's see. Riverside at the half leading Eagleville 12-0. Hardin County up on White House Heritage 31-0. That game at the half. At the half, it's all Huntington at Paul Ward Stadium 34-8 over Cornersville. Lexington leading White House at the half 21-7. And we'll get you some more scores here in just a few minutes. First quarter score, Crockett County leading Fayetteville 14-12, and Dyersburg on top of Millington. Second quarter score, the Trojans leading the Millington Trojans 20-6. We'll get you some more scores here in just a few minutes. But now let's take a look at some of the first half stats.
Yeah, let's take a look here, and it looks like both teams have done pretty well moving the ball. A couple of mistakes by Jackson Christian, especially giving up the big return. So let's go to the official stats here.
All right, for Friendship Christian, in the passing department, they passed 4 times, completing 2 for 22 yards. In the rushing department, they had 15 carries for 32 yards, 2 first downs, and 1 return for a kickoff for a touchdown of 85 yards. For Jackson Christian, passing department, Aaron Smith, 23 attempts, 13 completions for 255 yards, 1 interception, and 2 TDs. Leading receivers, Peyton Tinsley, 5 catches for 90 yards and 1 TD. Will Cisco, 3 catches for 58 yards. Daniel Brooks, 5 catches for 107 yards and 1 TD. In the rushing department, Jackson Christian rushed 7 times for 21 yards. Leading rusher is Aaron Smith, 5 for 27. We had 8 first downs and 2 penalties for 20 yards.
I tell you, the rushing kind of is deceptive because it needs to happen to get those linebackers up, and the defense that they're playing not being more than 5 yards off the ball, we're able to hit deep. And right now with Smith in the 200 range, it is not out of the question. With this game definitely still a contest, he could possibly reach the 400 mark before this is over with.
That's a very much possibility, yes, sir.
Well, and the one thing that I'm really liking is we could have laid down a little bit after that return for touchdown. You travel this far, you're pumped up, and bam, that happens right off the bat. But Coach Palmer pulled them back together. Aaron has settled the offense down. The defense has come back to life, and boy, Aaron is throwing strikes. Receivers making good connections. Fantastic passing game going tonight.
Yes, and our defense is going to have to step up to start some of their.
Well, and the good thing is we're going to get the ball to start the second half, and that's normally not what happens because we always tend to choose to want the ball to start. But we really appreciate everything. We'll get to you after the game, and we'll get the final stats on it. Always great to have you on here. We'll know everything about it when it's all over with.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, brother. Certainly appreciate all of your hard work. By the way, folks were wanting an update on the Trinity score. They lead 14-7 back in Jackson at our last count. If you're just tuning in here, the Eagles on top, 17-14 at the half, an Alden Holland field goal. The difference in the ledger so far through 24 minutes. This was an entertaining first half. Let's talk about a couple of things here. First of all, Smith, 255 yards in the first half, Dave. Ran the ball well, made good decisions for the most part. I really like what I've seen out of his games before, and I think he's doing – at first it was pretty much just Tinsley, but I think he's doing a good job spreading it out a little bit and kind of keeping this Commander defense on their toes.
Yeah, and they're doing exactly what they need to do is hit the seams and stay inside the hashes because the defense that Friendship has played in the first half, we'll see if they come back out with the same deal, is they're pretty much daring them to throw the ball down the middle with no safeties whatsoever out there. And they have moved their big guy, Drew Porter, is now covering Tinsley, which that's probably two of the best athletes, like you said, that's sitting on the field right now, and so that's going to be a good matchup. I think Cisco and Danier right now on those little slants is where it may happen, and I like the fact that Aaron is starting to run the ball and do the little quarterback draw to keep him honest.
Body, what'd you see in the first half?
I mean, obviously the passing game is working out excellent for Jackson Christian. I mean, they're able to move the ball down the field, like Dave said, keep it in that between the hashes, and you're golden because they're not running any safety help. As far as the Commanders over there on the other side, I mean, all I've seen really out of them, besides just a little bit of a running game, is just their special teams play on kickoffs.
And they definitely like to throw it out in the flats, and Gaines has done a good job of making sure that he's put the ball out, and the only interception that we've had is throwing it in the flats out there. So we don't want to, obviously, we want to get the screens, try to get them blocked out there on the one-on-one, because all it takes is one good block and a slip through. You beat one man, and there's no help back there to get him to stop.
High school football brought to you by, and we thank the good folks at Thompson and Smith Insurance, one of the area's oldest and largest trusted agencies. And let me tell you something, whether it's home, life, auto, whatever the case may be, they want to go to work for you, save some money for you, and they want to add you to their growing list of customers. Experience the Thompson and Smith difference. Give them a call, 664-4750, or check them out online at thompsonandsmith.com. High school football also brought to you by Jackson State Community College, welcoming learners of all ages and offering career-ready degrees, and by Gene Langley Ford, the dealership that service built. You should really try Gene Langley before you buy. All right, we're going to take this 4-minute timeout, come back and get you ready for the third quarter. We'll get the keys for both teams here if they're going to advance on in the second round. And remember what awaits. The winner of this football game is defending state champion Davidson Academy. Will it be the Eagles? Will it be the Commanders? We'll find out in a few minutes. We'll take this 4-minute timeout, come back for the third quarter on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075. If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's. For a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson.
Need a haircut on a Monday, but no salons open? We've all been there with hairdressers not open on Mondays. Not anymore. House of Hair opens Monday and every Monday. Walk-ins welcome, appointments to suit your schedule. And right now, House of Hair is looking to hire 3 hairdressers and a nail technician. House of Hair, a full-service hair salon. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 16A Conrad Drive, Jackson. 731-240-1660.
Has this pandemic got you upside down financially? Yes. Dave, we've been there, and we're here to help at Krasner Pawn and Jewelry. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. Krasner Pawn and Jewelry also buys and sells Rolex watches and diamonds. We loan money, and Krasner Pawn and Jewelry buys, sells, and trades gold. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30. And Saturdays 9 to 5. KrasnerPawn.com. And take a look at our items on Facebook at Krasner Pawn and Jewelry, 2156 North Highland Avenue.
Did you say football? High school game of the week, the SEC championship, and the NFL on Monday nights. News Talk 101.5 FM. 101.5 FM.
Seabass alongside Dave Wade, Scott Hartsfield, also Paul Schulze and Gary from Worthy Road Studio, and Cam Greer producing and directing, bringing you high school football. It's playoff style. The Eagles, Jackson Christian, and Friendship Christian, the Commanders. What a game we've got. 17-14 Eagles with the halftime lead. Dave, what do they need to do to hold this lead and punch their ticket to the second round?
Well, you're going to have to ask offense, same old, same old. You just keep going what you're doing right now. You've got to hit those slants, hit a couple of screens, keep them guessing on what's gonna happen if they come back in that same defense. I don't know if they will or not. We'll see that very quick as the Eagles will get the ball. Defensively, you got to have a 3-and-out or make a good stand at least once or twice before this game ends and put them in a situation where they have to throw the ball down the field, which is something the Friendship Christian doesn't want to do.
Yeah, but I tell you, I came into this game thinking that Friendship Christian had to run the football because I don't know if they could throw the football, but that is not the case. They're more than capable. They're not going to air it out the way Jackson Christian. They're not going to throw for 255 and a half, but they are not incapable of moving this football through the air.
Yeah, and Gaines is doing a good job, and Porter, the athlete that he is, he is very capable of doing it, so you do have to watch for it. But you can tell that they are much more comfortable running the ball and getting it up there and back behind those big linemen and doing the things that they want to do. And if you can take them out of that, get them out of their comfort zone, then we've got a chance to move on to Davidson Academy.
Yeah, Porter, Dunning, certainly Colby Gaines doing a great job on the ground, all of those, and taking advantage of what has not been great kickoff coverage. It's resulted in a touchdown, a drive that started inside the 20-yard line, and a couple at the 40. So one thing that I think that Coach Palmer is going to go into the half, and he went in the half and said, look, we got to do a better job on kickoff coverage, period. We're giving them two good opportunities with the football.
Yeah, and really, if you think about it, the coverage is good up front. I mean, they come down through there and they do a very, very good job of staying in their lanes, but then they get them wrapped up, and then obviously everybody converges on the runner, and they've been able at that point to break that one tackle and move it to the outside, and then it became a foot race. Obviously that we outran the kicker. They outran the kicker on the opening one, and just Danier had to chase him down to push him out at the 20-yard line on the second big return.
So we're just a moment away from the start of the third quarter. Remembering Jackson Christian will get the ball to start this third quarter. So what are we going to say? I mean, look, Aaron Smith threw for 255 yards in the first half. Are you thinking big strike early on?
Well, it would be good and to just kind of put your stamp on it right now. But I'm going to tell you what I'm looking at is I would be shocked right now to see him kick this ball short. You've got Tinsley short, you've got Cisco short, and Danier back. So either of those three can do some damage if you kick it short. He boomed the last one. I kind of think that you're fixing to put his foot into this one.
He's certainly capable. We saw that one. That's one of the best kicks I've seen all season long. So we are ready. It's 24 minutes for the second round, or 24 minutes to the end of your season. As we mentioned, Brooks back deep about his own 1 yard line, and that's Neil Kane, the senior kicker, with a big right leg.
This is going to be something right here that we need to get back, get a good starting point on this return, and just no mistakes right here.
Yeah, this game's been everything you want and more. And, Bonnie, it's time to get this third quarter under action. What are you looking for out of the Eagles' second half?
Just strong offensive play on the line, and same thing on the defense.
So here we go. Kane going to kick this football. It's a boomer. Brooks takes the ball around his own 3-yard line. Going to get back up towards the middle. He's going to be snowed under. He'll maybe get to the 20-yard line. In fact, that's exactly where he's going to get a 17-yard return, that time by Brooks. And the Eagles set up shop 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Yeah, no question right there. He was going to kick it deep, and he went, and Brooks made a very, very good initial move to get down the side. It closed on him right there, and that's when you just got to go ahead and keep going north to south. Don't turn it back to try to make something. He ended up giving up 3 yards where he could have had it at around the 24, 25-yard line.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see who draws Tinsley on the assignment here as we get started here in the third quarter. Twins to both sides. Smith from the shotgun from their own 20-yard line. Here's the snap, drop straight back on that 15-yard fan out, completed. And now the ball comes down, breaks loose, but it's breaking away to the 50, 40, 30, 20, and we told you just like that, the big play capability is there. And the big fella taking it to the house, Will Cisco, an 80-yard touchdown catch and run. I thought he had dropped the football around the 40. Did he drop that football and pick it back up?
He did. Smith dropped back and he hit him with a absolute perfect pass. He had the defender beat by a step, and then he turned it up the sidelines and dropped it and got the great bounce right back up into him and took it to the house.
A fortuitous bounce, but Cisco makes the catch, hauls it in, gets it off the bounce, and takes it to the house for an 80-yard strike on the first play of the second half. Holland with the extra point is good, and just like that, 24 seconds in, your new score, Jackson Christian 24 and Friendship Christian 14.
I tell you what, think about this. The start of the first quarter, the first kickoff of the game, they scored, and there was 11:40 left on the clock. They kick off to Jackson Christian. They score on the first play. There's 11:36. Both of the half and the first absolutely start with a bang for both teams. Now we can see how Friendship Christian responds to the adversity.
What about Aaron Smith? 335 yards, 14 of 24 for 335, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I tell you, I said he possibly had a chance to throw for 400. 500's coming into play now.
Yeah, because he could do that by the end of the third quarter.
Yes.
And probably should. Here's Holland. He swings that right leg. That ball will hit about the 12-yard line, taken at the 10-yard line. A seam right up the middle, but closed quickly right around the 29-yard line. Man, what a stick that time. Did you get the license plate number on that one?
That was number 10, Campbell Scott, the junior, 5'10", 165. He decided that was enough of the returns Friendship Christian has been so successful with tonight. He was going to stop him right there at the 30.
Yeah, you know that was a point of emphasis for sure for this Eagle coaching staff at the half. You can definitely tell the difference here in the kickoff coverage that time. All right, so Gaines underneath the center, hands off straight up the middle, off the right side, dragging defenders forward. Nice pickup on first down. Be a gain of about 5 yards for the Commanders right off tackle on first down, trying to reestablish that run game.
Yeah, that's what they want to do, and their offensive line right there held their blocks very, very good. Pushed us back into the 5-yard gain territory, and, I mean, that's what you want if you're Friendship Christian. We got to find a way to make a pile of bodies there when they get there.
2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line, just a minute into the third quarter, and already the Eagles striking, and now the Commanders with their first drive of the second half. Here's Gain, give off of left tackle that time, and absolutely nothing doing. The big fella with the stick in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of a yard, and one of the best tackles of the night for the Eagles.
Yeah, that would be Big John David Rogers, who just really, really got himself in there and made a perfect hit behind the line of scrimmage, bringing up a big third down to where Jackson Christian could possibly get the ball back.
Well, Rogers just stuffing and just engulfing the ball carrier that time in the backfield. Great penetration from that 3 gap. So here we go, 3rd and 6 for the Commanders from their own 35-yard line, trailing 24-14. Here's Gaines under center. The snap, he drops back, looks to his left, finds the man at the 40. It'll be right there at the sticks. It'll depend on the spot. It looks to me from here, Dave, he needed 6. He got about 6 1/4. Should be just enough for a first down.
Yeah, they started that drive right with the ball touching the 30, and now it's just across the 40, which all it had to do was reach the 40. That was a perfect play that Friendship Christian run. Receiver knew right where he needed to be, and a good throw by Gaines.
So Friendship Christian moving the change, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line, trailing 24-14 here in the first round of the playoffs. Double tight formation. Here's Gaines under center. Here's an end around, cutting it back inside against the grain. He's got Porter. He's got a man. He's got the left sideline. It's a foot away from Brooks. He needs a block. He's going to get it. He's going to go all the way. 60 yards that time by Drew Porter. 6'1", 195, and frankly, I would have the ball in the hands of Porter as many times, Dave, as I possibly could. 60 yards later, it's now a 4-point football game.
Yeah, he did a great job, but we actually defensively, we stopped the little trickery that was coming in the reverse, and we stopped him from going outside, but Porter turns that ball upfield and then across field to the sidelines, takes it to the house.
So just like that, the captain here for the Commanders, Drew Porter, 60 yards later. It's 24-20, extra point pending. The kick is up by Neil Kane, and it is good. Your new score with 9:09 left to go here in the third quarter is Jackson Christian 24 and Friendship Christian 21 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin, just like in the game of football. It could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner to sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor. Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today. 731-697-8558. 731-697-8558. Or 731-668-1777. KimberlyEvans.com.
Jackson's News Talk leader. Jackson's News Talk leader. News Talk 101.5 FM.
I mean, Dave, that's Sebastian Janikowski type of stuff right there.
Somebody needs to explain to me why they have not been kicking that ball deep all night long, trying to kick it up short. I mean, you're kicking it short to the 30, and he's booming it 10 yards into the end zone.
And there's no wind out tonight, so I mean,
No.
it's just dead still.
Why would you not have done that from the start?
Man, I mean, that's one of those. I mean, literally 1 yard off his foot, and there's no reason to even turn around.
Oh, Daniel was standing with his heels on the line and immediately backed up.
I know what it must look like when James Wilhoit kicked off in high school football. So here is Smith and the Eagle offense from their own 20, rolling to his right, looking for Cisco, just out of the reach of the senior wideout, trying to hit him right around the 40-yard line. Smith led him just a little bit too far.
Same play that they scored on the last time, and that's what they did is they tried to get Cisco, but he had a little pressure on him that time. Had to get rid of it as a little bit before, but I do like the play call. You've got to keep striking deep.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I like the idea. You found something, you know that it works. You go with it right there again, and it had maybe just a second more time protection. He may be able to get the. Let's see if they try to expose that once again. Twins to both sides, 2nd and 10. Here's Smith looking to the left on the slant. He's got Brooks at the 30, at the 40, at midfield. Down to the 40, and he'll be knocked out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. A 47-yard hookup that time from Smith to Brooks. And again, they think they have found something on the right side of that Commander defense.
Yeah, they are exploiting the right side of that defense right now, hitting those quick hits. And with Brooks right there, yeah, I tell you what, I'm impressed with the closing speed of Friendship right there that chased him down from behind.
That was strictly about the angle, I think. You never catch Brooks from, in a foot race. So here we go, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A-gap blitz picked up beautifully. Smith calls his own number off left tackle. He'll get down inside the 30-yard line. We'll say a gain of about 4, maybe 5 down to the 28.
What a fantastic call. He's blitzing in the A-gap, and he just absolutely just calls his own number. And against that, the linebackers are gone. He gets in there and got a fantastic
and
job.
A great job by that offensive line picking up that blitz, too, and stoning it. So here we go. Smith, a quick hitter to the right hash, complete to Cisco, who is dragging tacklers inside the 10-yard line down to about the 9. We'll call it the 9, maybe right. Yep, number 9. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles. And the Eagles are on the move once again. And there's a lot of offense going on here in the first 4 minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah, we're definitely in a shootout here. And I love it to go out to the outside. Tinsley, Cisco, Danier, all of them out there. It's our athletes against your athletes now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they look for that fade this time. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's Smith to the right, calling his own number off right tackle. And he is absolutely swarmed on a great play that time by the Commanders. Big time tackle that time for no gain.
Yeah, and you kind of knew that was coming. You could kind of feel it the way that he was setting up. And I'll tell you right now, Bass, I don't want a field goal right here. I mean, you don't want to do it after the big play, but Tinsley's got to touch the ball here.
I totally agree on that one. Here we go, 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Smith from the shotgun snap, looking across the middle, fires and complete in the right corner of the end zone. Is that Cisco?
That is Cisco.
That is Will Cisco on the 9-yard strike, and just like that, the Indians have extended their lead to 30-21 with 6:53 left to go here in the third.
I'm going to tell you, I don't know exactly. I'm going to look next time to see which defender they do have on Will Cisco, but they're going to have to do something about that because he is scorching them right now.
Yeah, they saw the mismatch and exploited at that time. Beautiful strike from Smith to Cisco, his 4th touchdown. That Smith, 4th touchdown of the night. He has almost 400 yards passing. In fact, I think he's just under. He's just under 400 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Your new score with 6:53 left to go here in the third quarter. Jackson Christian 31 and Friendship Christian 21 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
First in news, sports, and weather. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
High school football brought to you by Max Pest Control. Family-owned and operated Max Pest Control for over 60 years. They've been solving some of life's smallest problems. Here's Holland with the kick. It's an onside kick.
They got it.
That's recovered by Jackson Christian.
They got it.
Boy, I got to tell you, Dave, there's no flag here, but I really thought one of the Eagles got a hand on that football before it went 10 yards. That's what the Commanders are asking. I thought that was the case about a yard before midfield. They're talking it over right now, and they're going to say Eagle football, that they didn't touch it. I thought it was contact at half a yard short, but it doesn't matter what I think.
Well, I'm setting, I couldn't be more on the 45-yard line. The ball was kicked from the 40. They're going to mark it with the nose on the 50, so they're saying that he got it right on the spot.
Boy, what a call by Coach Palmer and this coaching staff, catching the Commanders off guard that time with the onside kick. They get the recovery. They'll start this drive right at midfield and looking for more. Here's Smith with the fan and go, going for it all down the sideline. Dropped at the 20-yard line, but we have a penalty flag on coverage. We'll see what the call is here.
I'm not going to be surprised if you're going to get this on Peyton Tinsley for extending an arm offensively. It could go either way, but from my area, it looked like we have pass interference against the offense. He did extend, and that's where it came out right at the time the ball got there.
So Dave on the call, correct. That time, Tinsley extending that arm and getting called for the pass interference.
You know, it was a good throw, though. That's what you want to do. Come back after that. If you noticed, Friendship Christian has dropped 2 of the cornerbacks back about 10 yards off the ball now. So they're trying desperately to stop this attack downfield.
So that'll back it up to the 35-yard line. So get a 1st and 25 yards for the Eagles. Here's Smith dropping back under pressure, steps up in the pocket. Now he'll call his own number, scrambling forward all the way up to the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 yards, got 10 of the 15 yards back. And it makes this a little bit more manageable, setting up 2nd and 15 from their own 45.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to have happen right there. Get a little of it back. You don't need it all at once. He was looking to go deep, but he found that nothing open down there because they have dropped their coverage a little bit. We got to make them pay.
So here we go, 2nd and 15 for the Eagles from their own 45-yard line, leading by 10 with 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Here's Smith looking across the middle, fires, looking for Brooks on the crossing pattern, can't hit it. That ball nearly intercepted by one of the safeties that time. That was Gaines playing in center field and nearly picked that one off.
Well, it was a great job by Smith right there to wait one more step. Brooks was expecting the ball about 2 steps earlier, and when it didn't come to him, he did kind of slow down for a step, and then Smith released it. We're lucky that it did not get picked off.
So 3rd and 15, and that's a long down and distance for the Eagles. That's almost like 3rd and 2 tonight. Holy smokes, here we go. from their own 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Smith straight back, going for it all once again down the right sideline. Jump ball that is intercepted. That's going to be, I think, Porter. That's going to be Drew Porter. Was intended for Tinsley. He was step for step with Tinsley. I love that they put him on Tinsley. It makes a lot of sense. But in all actuality, Dave, this is not that bad of news for Jackson Christian. That's the extent of a really good punt.
Yeah, third down and 15 to begin with. So if he drops it, you're going to have to punt it down there, giving him a million things can happen. So, yeah, you get intercepted at the 15. That is definitely just like a fantastic punt.
Basically the equivalent of a 40-yard punt had that pass been incomplete. So you'll take that. You'd rather have the completion, but you'll take that if you're Coach Palmer and the Eagles.
And hats off to Friendship Christian. After the onside kick caught them off guard, they were able to hold.
So here we go. Friendship looking for an offensive spark, trailing by 10, just under 6 minutes to go here in the third. Here's an end around to Porter, cutting it back, now cutting it outside. Got it, he's on the move once again to the 35 to 40 and ran out of bounds about the 43-yard line. That time it was Malik Booz running him out of bounds. Booz had the angle on him, but man, it's like I said a minute ago, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm getting the ball in the hands of Drew Porter. He is a playmaker.
Well, there's no question that Porter definitely is the playmaker. And right now, if you're Jackson Christian, you've got to take Porter out of this ball game. You've got to put some spy on him, do something, keep the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat you.
Is it Tinsley? You move him over and put him on him. It's maybe spy him. So here we go from their own 44-yard line. Here's a give. Just off the right side of that offensive line. Cut back inside for maybe about a 3-yard gain that time. Did you get the number on the ball carrier?
Yeah, that's Neil King.
The kicker? Man.
Is there
this dude.
Hang on.
This dude's awful impressive then because, good grief.
What was he?
Does he have some kind of right foot? Okay. I hear you, big fella.
Well, I'm not sure who it was.
2nd and 7 from their own 47-yard line with 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Gaines under center. Play action, rolling to his right now. Will throw the ball out of bounds. Outstanding coverage that time.
Well, the officiating crew right there has missed it. There was 4 offensive linemen past the 50-yard line. That was not a design pass. Good job by Gaines by getting rid of it, not taking the loss, but they did have 4 people ineligible downfield.
The proverbial 9-man wide out set. I got you. Okay, so third is a very big play in this football game right now. 3rd and 7. I don't think it's 4-down territory. I don't think they're at that point just yet. But you got to match strides with Jackson Christian. So look for Porter, number 1 here on 3rd and 7. It's the fan and go. Gaines looking for Porter down the sideline. The ball's underthrown, hits the defender in the back, and frankly, I don't like it. Here's why I don't like it. Because that pass was seriously underthrown, and there's nothing a defender can do about that. The receiver knows that it's underthrown, and at that point, what are you supposed to do?
Well, and you can have your hands up in his face. That's not a problem. It's just I wonder if contact was made, and it looks like Coach Palmer's asking about the contact, but I'm trying to understand right now why we had Porter locked up in a one-on-one match all the way out there when you know that they're going to him in that situation.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're looking for one. They're looking for number 1. There's no doubt about it. The right call made, though?
Yeah, I say it's the right call. I think he knew he was beat, and he got his hand up. I don't know about the contact. But in high school, hey, it's just 15 yards. It's a first down, so it's not the end of the world.
Now split down here to the bottom here. You've got Porter and Brooks. That's a size mismatch. Let's see if they go for it. Here's a give, left side and around, and that's number 2, bouncing it out to the 30, down to the 20. He'll be ran out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. That's Delani Majors, the sophomore scat back, and he's the one we told you. You got to be careful with this guy in the open field. They haven't used him a whole heck of a lot tonight, but he's been effective when they have.
No, he hit the left side right between the tackle and the guard, and immediately he bounced it outside. Turned on the speed for a good gain.
So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of the Eagles. Commanders needing a score on this drive. Looking promising so far. 1st and 10 inside the 20 of the Eagles. Here we go. Gaines under center. The snap, drop back. Here's a handoff to Dunning off left tackle that is completely sniffed out and snowed under. He'll lose 2 yards. The entire right side of that Eagle defense on the tackle.
Yeah, they did a great job right there on Deming. He tried to bust it outside, but they rolled with him. Linebackers pursued it in a good angle. And right now, I'm going to tell you, you got to find number one. You got to find number one, and there needs to be 2 people that are assigned to him. If somebody else beats you, I can deal with it. But right now, you know where they're wanting to take the ball.
So here we go. We have a timeout that called by Friendship Christian, their first of the half, and we'll take it with them. Your score with 4:01 left to go here in the third quarter. Jackson Christian 31 and Friendship Christian 21 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
For the month of August and September, try our rich and creamy s'mores milkshake. Don't forget about happy hour at Sonic from 2 to 4 p.m. when drinks and slushes are 50% off. And hey, looking for a job? Sonic is hiring at all 6 Jackson locations. Apply online at snagajob.com and select Jackson TN for the area. Enjoy cool treats on these hot nights at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic of Jackson, proudly supporting high school athletics.
Keeping you informed, alerted, and entertained. We're Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
So here we go, 2nd and 12, 4:01 left to go in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Jackson Christian enjoying a 31-21 lead. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it's a little razzle-dazzle trying to hit the outside edge. He's not going to have any success. I'm not sure what I just saw there.
What you absolutely saw was a snap, ball laid on the ground. He picked it up. It was a fumble-rooski. It's the only way to put it. It was a fumble-rooski. And it was a good job by Jackson Christian of forcing it out, because at first looked like he had a step on it right there. But, very, very weird formation.
I just don't know about trying to run a trick play at that point.
I don't think I do, but now you really got to find number one.
That moves it back to the 22-yard line, third, and we'll call it about 14 yards. He mentioned Porter. Porter now coming into the backfield. You're right. You got to keep an eye on number one. And we have a stoppage in play, and wow. Is that another timeout by Friendship Christian?
And that could play very big in the third quarter using 2.
Yeah, no question about it. They use a timeout once again. They just finished using their first. They now have 1 timeout for the rest of this football game. We'll keep it right here with you. And high school football brought to you by our good friends at Sonic. Happy hour daily, 2 to 4 p.m. Half-price drinks and slushes and half-price cheeseburgers on Tuesdays by Roberts Jewelers. Experience Roberts Jewelers' state-of-the-art custom design studio. RJ Case, if you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. And by Kaufman's. Shop local with Kaufman's Home Furnishing. We have something for every room of your home or outdoor spaces. All right, so let's see what they dial up here on third and about 14 from the 22. Powers in the backfield. Here's some razzle-dazzle. It's going to be a little hook and ladder, and Powers ends up with the ball at the 20. He's met by a host of defenders at about the 15. It'll be about 5 or 6 yards short of the first down. It's going to set up fourth down. You could see that coming when he came in the backfield. They got the ball in his hands, but Jackson Christian was all over him that time.
You knew he was going to touch it, and I'm really, really, as well-disciplined as this team is, and the offense has been moving the ball, why would you go to trickery on 2 plays right there when it just seems that their basic plays were working?
So Neil Kane in for a 31-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Plenty of leg, this young man. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Pushes it off to the left. A big stop by the Eagles that time. Plenty of distance that time, but Dave just pushing that ball just a little bit left, and the Commanders come up with nothing when they really needed an answer right there.
I'm going to tell you, he never looked up. Obviously, kickers do not look up to see that, but Malik Booz definitely had a shot at that and made a really good move to get in there, but he pulled it just a little bit left, and they needed 2 scores, and that would have helped them and kept them within the game. And right now, it's time to make a statement.
Yeah, no question about it. So the Eagles leading by 10, just over 3 minutes left to go in this football game, and wouldn't be surprised to see them strike right away. Aaron Smith going for over 400 yards passing, but not on this play. He'll call his own number straight up the middle, finds a seam straight through the middle of that defense. He'll pick up about 11 on the carry, just past the 30-yard line. 11 on the pickup, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, you can see that they've backed off their two corners right there and into a safety spot, if you would call it. And they're about 12 yards off the ball to stop this deep, and that's going to leave that open right there. You've got to keep doing it until they scoot up.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 31-yard line. Just 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third. Smith from the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's a handoff. Left tackle swarmed under in the backfield. Nothing doing that time. And you know, I would think that would be there just because they haven't hardly done that all night long, but the Commanders ready for that one.
Yeah, they actually, I think the fact that they did not get a big power rush right there helped them out because it was about to be kicked out, and he would have gotten into the linebacker situation.
So 2nd and 10, no gain on the play, just under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Twins to both sides. One back in the backfield here with Smith. Smith looking, going for it all once again. He's got Cisco caught at the 40. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Forget about it. Once again, a 69-yard connection that time from Smith to Cisco. And you're right, Dave. He's going to be pushing for 500 yards passing and possibly over 100 yards rushing. That's his fifth touchdown of the evening.
Third to Cisco, and I'm going to tell you the matchup is just it's a mismatch, and they know it, and they have hit Cisco in every situation. It's there. It's just there.
Will Cisco having some kind of night. This Eagle offense having some kind of night through the air. Here's Holland for the extra point. Pushes it through. And it is good. Your new score with 1:37 left to go here in the third quarter. Jackson Christian now leading Friendship 38-21 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Hey, Dan.
Hang on.
Dan.
Hang on.
Danny.
Whoa, what?
Let's sell this house and buy another.
Say what?
Seriously, this was your house when we got married. We need to find our house.
Emily, mi casa es tu casa.
Your bachelor pad is my bachelor pad?
Okay, babe, look, if we're going to do this, we have to call the Greer Real Estate Group.
Oh, I like them. They really care about their clients, and they know what they're doing.
Well, Brad's hobby is construction and repair. He can help us with what we need to get our house ready for the market.
The latest news, hottest talk. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
High school football brought to you by Jackson State Community College, welcoming learners of all ages and offering career-ready degrees. Here's Holland's kick, taken and scooped up at the 25-yard line. He'll pick up about 5 yards and no more. Stopped on that play that time by number 4, Walker Ray. Nice job on special teams. They've certainly made the adjustments on kickoff coverage here in the second half.
I'll tell you, they've kicked it deep once, they've onside, and then they squibbed it right there, and they've kept them inside the 30 on both of the kicks, and then they recovered the onside. So, yeah, the adjustment was made, and it's working.
Easily the most important drive of the game tonight for Friendship Christian. They have to come away with points, and really they have to come away with a touchdown.
Yeah, this can't be a field goal here.
So we'll see if they can get it done. Of course, you want to look for number 1. That's Drew Porter. Here's Gaines under center. Handoff off left tackle, trying to bounce it out to Dunning, being strung out of bounds. He'll be escorted out of bounds, and he'll end up losing yards on the play. They have not been able to beat the Eagles to the edge tonight.
No, and Dunning is a junior, 5'10", 210. Big power running back. I don't think that his knack is to go outside, but they're forcing him out there, and we can just outgun him to there.
A double tight formation. Here's Gaines under center, looking for a man who's wide open down to the 45-yard line, the 40, the 35, makes a man miss. and will be taken out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's Delaney Majors. I don't think the Eagles even knew that he was on the field.
No, what happened right there was he was standing at the edge on the corner talking to the coach. It was another trick play, but here's the problem. He did not make it back inside the numbers. He has to plant himself inside the numbers before he becomes legal as a receiver. He did not. The refs didn't catch it. That is a bad, bad call. He's standing there, and I guarantee you that play was talked about before the game. All he had to do was get inside the number. He did not. That is illegal right there, and I can tell you that Darby is over there talking to him right now and explaining it to him.
Is there anything that can be done in that situation? The
No.
play is done, and that's what it's just my fault, Coach?
Well, unless he comes over and talks to his man over here. Look, he's showing him right there. He's got to come inside the numbers. And we don't have the replay here, but I'll tell you right now, I watched it when he stepped out because I thought he was fixing to run in late. And I know he didn't make it inside the numbers. Matter of fact, he didn't even make it to the numbers.
And that's what Coach Palmer was upset about. But nonetheless, the play will stand, and it will be down to the 31-yard line of the Eagles, trailing by 17. A minute 10 left to go here in the third quarter. Here's Gaines under center. Double tight formation. The toss sweep to Majors, tries to bounce it back, but staying home is Peyton Tinsley. Forget about it. That's all about Peyton Tinsley right there, because if he doesn't stay home, Majors may have a little something, but the big fella was right there waiting for the cutback. What a great job. The seniors having an amazing football game on both sides of the football tonight.
Definitely, and I'm going to tell you, he was very, very lucky he held on to that ball because it looked like Peyton had him, the ball, and everything else all at one time. But he saved a big play. Tinsley did a great job.
Absolutely right. A loss of a yard will set up 2nd and 11 from the 32-yard line. Here's Gaines. Play action, rolling to the left, looking for his man, going up and making the catch down to the 4-yard line. Guess who? That's Drew Porter. And was that Tinsley on the coverage that time?
He came over on the strong side safety position, came completely across the field to get to him. And at that point, I don't know, number one. He wears number 1.
Well, I mean, all you can do is all you can do. They were there.
You're exactly
they went up
right.
for it, and that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So your score after 3 quarters, Jackson Christian 38 and Friendship Christian 21 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle.
Monday Night Football with the NFL. Only on News Talk. 101.5 FM.
All right, the body 12 more minutes for round number 2. The Eagles a 17-point lead. But the Commanders are knocking on the door.
They are knocking on the door. They're right there with the 3-yard line. If you're Jackson Christian, I mean, you're playing solid run defense. Keep playing that solid run defense. And just keep up that intensity.
And find out where Porter is. That's what you got to do.
You got to find out where number 1 is at.
Where is Porter going to be? Just flanked off of left tackle. Looks like we have a wildcat formation. Yeah, that's Dunning calling his own number on the snap off of right tackle. He'll cruise into the end zone from 3 yards. Huge hole by the right side of that offensive line. Wildcat formation. First time we've seen it tonight out of the Commanders, and it pays off for them for 6 points. And all of a sudden, with 4 seconds gone in this the fourth quarter, we've got a ball game again.
Got a ball game, that's certainly. Walked in there untouched.
Colby Gaines trying to make this a 10-point game. Snap is low, but the hold is good, and he kicks that ball to that come near Madison County. Holy smokes. 11:56 left to go in this football game, and your new score, Jackson Christian 38 and Friendship Christian 28 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
News Talk 101.5 FM, the home of Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
A lot of football left to be played in this game. Only 4 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Here's Gaines approaching. Here is an onside kick. This time it's covered by the Commanders. They say turnabout is fair play. They got a fantastic bounce, and the ball jumped up straight into the hand of Daniel Graves. And just like that, the Commanders with the football in Eagle territory.
Yeah, turnabout is definitely fair play, and you could not have asked for a better onside kick. I guarantee you Jackson Christian was ready for it. They had been told about it, but you just execute something like that. That was perfect execution of an onside kick.
All right, so let's see what this Eagles defense has. That was just a great – boy, Gaines is really impressive kicker, man. No question about it.
I'll tell you what, that's a momentum.
No doubt. So this drive will begin a yard inside Eagle territory at the 49-yard line. And calling his own number is Dunning off of right tackle. He's got the edge down to the 40 where he is hit there, and a fantastic open field tackle that time by Brooks. That should have been a first down. Now, he didn't get contacted till about the 40-yard line, but a sure tackle by Brooks.
Yeah, Ditting lined up in the pistol right there and then just took off with it. And we're seeing so many different formations that are coming into play right now. They are definitely pulling the playbook out on this one.
Well, you got that right. I mean, why not? There's no tomorrow if you don't win this football game, at least for your football season, that is. All right, double tight formation, 2nd and 1 from the 40, straight up the middle. Easy first down all the way down to the 33-yard line. Nice pickup of about 7 on the play.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I would be shocked if they change anything right now.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. I mean,
they're going to put it in the hands of their strength right now, and snapping the ball to Denning is going pretty good. You still got to know where one is, though.
Yeah, that's Don Dunning, the junior running back, 210 pounds. He's been going out of that Wildcat formation. He's there now. Here's the man in motion, that little top pass right that time to Majors, bouncing it out, now cutting against the grain and all the way down to the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 24. That should be just enough for another first down. So here the Commanders come once again saying, hey, we're not out of this thing by a darn sight.
No, and I'll tell you what, you got to hand it to both offenses now. The linemen are doing a good job. There's been no holding calls. And really, I've looked out there, and I'm not seeing anything that even comes close.
1st and 10 for the Commanders. Dunning once again. Here's Porter in motion. Dunning keeping the football. Nothing doing that time. A host of Eagle defenders swarm him under. He may get a yard on that one, depending on the spot, but well defended by the left side of that Eagle defensive line.
Yeah, they're definitely going. They used Porter right there as a decoy, and he kept it himself, Denning, and he wasn't able to get outside. But I'm gonna promise you, stay awake for this. Of course, they're running Porter all the way to the sidelines to get to play and come back in. I don't believe I'd wind him.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to quick strike here if I'm the Commanders. Their defense has been gassed, so this is a good chance for them to get a little bit of rest, a little ball control offense. Here's Dunning from the Wildcat on the end around, stretching it out. Not much doing, but cuts it back inside, and then he is waylaid out of bounds. He takes a big-time pop. We'll see if we can get that number for you.
If he will get out of the way, that is Mr. Cisco who popped him out of bounds that good. He pulled him up for a stop and stopped his momentum and was going to let everybody run by him, and he was going to take it in. And
I think that was Tacker. I think that was Tacker Nash on that pop. Yeah, if that's Will Cisco, then he did a whole lot of push-ups at halftime. That was a tree trunk that knocked that ball carrier out of bounds. Holy smokes, here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 19-yard line. Here's Porter calling his own number up the middle, breaking tackles and stampeding his way inside the 10-yard line. Big run by the senior. The senior do-it-all, done everything for the Commanders tonight, has them in prime position, 1st and goal from the Eagle 9-yard line with 9:09 left to go in this football game.
Yeah, they're running the whole playbook at them right now, and right now they've got the Eagle defense a little confused because they don't know what's going on when they snap it to 1.
So here we go. From the Wildcat, that is Porter. He gets the snap, calls his own number off left tackle down to the 10, to the 5. He stiffs arms the defender. Did he get in? They will say no. They'll spot him just inside the 2-yard line. Boy, it's just big and strong, and he doesn't lumber, but he's got this long stride, man. It's very impressive.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's got to be able – I'd like to know where he's going because he's going to play on Saturday somewhere.
Play for me, I promise
you that. What an athlete.
Play for me for sure. 8:45 left to go in this football game. It's a 10-point game, 2nd and goal for the Commanders from the 2-yard line. That's Dunning in the shotgun, calling his own number straight up the middle, driving his feet forward. I don't think he got quite there. He's going to be inside, right inside the 1-yard line, but he did not get there, so it'll set up 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line with 8:30 left to go in this football game.
They're going to bring in Gaines right now to handle the ball, which you want your experienced quarterback in, hopefully to handle the ball. They may split him out wide. I'm not sure. Obviously, you got to find out where 1 is.
I mean, I'm not getting cute. I'm putting Porter in the backfield and direct snapping it to him and call him my own number. I mean, that should be fairly easy. So here we go from the shotgun. Here's Porter doing exactly what we were talking about, and he'll fall into the end zone easily off the right guard. And just like that, we have ourselves a 1-possession game. 38-34, your new score. And if they can tack on this extra point, they'll have a field goal contest with 8 minutes to play.
Yeah, and a very good kicker to be able to try to get something from distance for him.
So here's Gaines for the extra point. The snap low, but he picks it up. And this one didn't quite go to Madison County, but that one might hit the Tennessee River. Holy smokes. So your new score with 7:58 left to go in this football game. Jackson Christian clinging to a small lead, 38-35 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
When you need to know.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I know.
There's only one place to go.
Yeah, I know. I do.
I do too.
Get in the know.
It's what I need to know.
Information you need to know on News Talk 101.5 FM.
8 minutes left to go. Here it is. The kick. And Brooks will take it at about his own 5-yard line. Straight up the seam. He'll get up to about the 20, we'll call it the 25-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will begin this drive. So here's the question, fellas, with just under 8 minutes left to go. Do the Eagles try to strike immediately right now? You know, do you go for a home run? Do you try to exploit that Cisco matchup once again?
Yes, you have to. You don't change anything right now because I think that there's a possibility there's going to be a couple more touchdowns scored before this thing hits zeros. But you got a mismatch with Cisco out there. You got to stay on it. They've actually got a new one on in 15 instead of 44 now.
So here we go. Cisco in the right slot. Twins to both sides. Smith in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Smith looking for Cisco, has him at the 30, makes a man miss, up to the 40, spins out of a tackle and gets up to about the 44-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 19 on first down. And as you mentioned, it almost doesn't matter who they put on him. Cisco, who frankly I think is just a little bit winded right now. He's going to go off the field here. Looks like maybe a slight limp, but boy, he's earned a playoff or two, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just kind of got one to the shin right there, that it's going to take a second, and we're going to get Trip Hearn to come in to take his place right now. And you got Porter out here on Tinsley, so you still got a mismatch with Hearns.
7:20 left to go in the football game. Eagles from their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's a man in motion. Smith calling his own number, nothing doing, but he breaks out of the tackle, still on his feet, trying to bounce it outside, still on his feet, and finally is taken down quite hard, by the way, after a 2-yard gain, a 20-yard run for about a 2-yard gain. But Smith, I got to tell you what, we'll call it actually a little bit more than that. Let's say 3, call it 2nd and 7, but he doesn't want to go down.
No, I tell you right now, he did a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. It looked like at one point that he had lost 2, then 3, then he gave a little more ground, and then all of a sudden he busted out.
I'll tell you, if you have Smith and Tinsley on your fantasy football team, you've already won. Nobody else needs to play. What a game it has been for Smith, the quarterback. Here we go, 2nd and 7 from their own 47-yard line. Smith in the shotgun, the snap, calling his own number once again off right tackle. Needs a block, gets it from his back. Taylor finds a seam and will go down about the 40-yard line. That's going to be good for about a 13-yard pickup. They'll call it the 41, but good enough for the first down. And by the way, Smith flirting with 100 yards rushing to go with the who knows by now yards passing. We'll get those final stats, but he's well in excess of 400 yards, headed towards 500. He may go over the 100-yard mark on the ground.
Yeah, I'll tell you, what a great job of Aaron. And Cisco has re-entered the game, so he has caught his breath now, and you still have the same person on him. They're going to bring him into the other side right here. 15's coming with him. You got that mismatch setting right there.
And you see that safety right back there, spying 21. That's going to leave something for somebody else. In the meantime, here's Taylor off left tackle, bouncing it up for about a 4-yard gain down to the 37-yard line. Good to see Taylor getting involved in this game. He's done a great job blocking and pass pro tonight, by the way, as well.
Yeah, he's the one that's picked up a couple of blitzes that's kept him in. But the good thing that's happening right now is Jackson Christian is doing this without any incompletions, keeping the ball in bounds and running that clock out. So if they punch this in, it may just not be enough time left.
5 minutes exactly left to go in this football game. Here's the situation. Eagles facing a 2nd and 6. From the Commander 37-yard line. Tinsley split out short, man coverage here to the right. Let's see if they go for it. And this play's blown dead. We got a delay of game, it looks like, on the Eagles.
So timeout.
A timeout? Okay, I thought my man back here called the delay of game. Instead, it's a timeout. Instead, that's going to be the Eagles. I can't see.
They've got
second
one left.
Timeout? Yeah, they have one timeout left to go in this football game. So with 4:46 left to go in the game and clinging to a 3-point lead, Coach Palmer and the Eagles want to talk about it. Both teams have one timeout left in this football game. High school football brought to you by Sonic. Happy hour daily, 2 to 4 p.m. Half-price drinks and slushes and half-price cheeseburgers on Tuesdays. By King Jewelers. Fine jewelry-friendly staff, custom designs, and quality repairs. See Grover King and King Jewelers. By Old Country Auto. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto on the corner of Airways and the Bypass, the proud supporter of high school sports. So, boy, here we go.
I'd love Tinsley to touch it right here, but you know who's on him right there with Porter. So you'll have to see Smith keep this one.
Trips to the wide side. That's the left. Here's the snap. Fakes the swing pass, calls his own number. Spin move. Beautiful spin move that time by the senior signal caller. Gets inside the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. I don't think I've seen that before. Act like they're going to set up the screen on the wide side hitch and then spins around, calling their own number to the short side. I don't even know what that is, but I love it.
And that's the first time that I've seen that play run all year, and he did it to perfection because the entire defense went to that side, and he left himself wide open in a fantastic spin move to get the first down as that clock keeps running.
Remember, the Commanders only have one timeout left. Theoretically, the Eagles could run this clock out if they were able to pick up a couple of first downs. But they want more. Here's Brooks. Swing it to the left side flat. Here's a flag down. He'll be taken out of bounds just inside that, or just short of the 20-yard line. We have a penalty here out in the left flat. Did you see anything?
I didn't. And this thing was dropped, and there was nobody in that area, so he's got to be looking back for something.
Maybe a man downfield, possibly?
It was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so that doesn't matter.
Oh, it's going to be holding on the Eagles, maybe one of those slot receivers.
Okay, if they're going to mark this from the spot of the foul, which they are, the only white jersey that was where he dropped the flag was the runner. Every other white jersey was about 4 yards behind, and I normally will not say nothing about the officials. Obviously, you know why, but I just don't get it.
All right, so it's still first down. It's going to be first. What are we talking about, Dave? About 13, 14 yards from the 34-yard line. Here's the snap. Quick pass to Brooks. Trying to set something up on the left side. Breaks a tackle and accelerates close to the first down. We'll see if he's going to be just short, which probably is a good thing, by the way, if he is just short. And he is just short by about a half a yard. But that's not a bad thing, is it, Dave? And tell him why it's not a bad thing.
It's not, and because now they can get the first down on another play, and that clock will continue to run. Now, what I did see right there, Bass, is we snapped that ball with 16 seconds on the play clock. We need to watch the play clock at this point.
Right, no particular hurry.
At least it gets under 7.
No particular hurry. Second and a short one. Smith doing just that, calling his own number. Popped. Absolutely popped in the backfield. He'll lose about 2 yards. Not fooling anybody that time.
Now this is where that I would really, really love to see the little jet pass, push pass to Tinsley, but they're going to split him out here. Don't mess with Porter right now. Let's get this first down.
Where is 21? That's what I'm looking for when I need the money. 3rd and 3. Huge play right here with 2:28, and the clock is running. Play clock at 10. Smith from the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's a give to Taylor straight up the middle. Finds a seam. Busts through. He will get to the end zone. Touchdown, and just like that, lightning has struck, and the Eagles bust it from 22 yards. Jackson Taylor with a huge touchdown run with 2:15 left to go in this game, and I just don't think the Commanders were preparing for that. They were preparing for either a quick hitch or for Smith to call his own number, and that's the one variable that they didn't have covered. Great play call by Coach Palmer and this staff.
Absolutely, and this is such a big, big, big extra point right here.
This to make it a 10-point football game. The Holland kick is up, and it is good. And with 2:15 left to go in this football game, your new score, Jackson Christian 45 and Friendship Christian 35 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Hi, I'm Grover King, owner and jeweler of King Jewelers. I opened King Jewelers 22 years ago and made it my mission to provide you with quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years experience as a jeweler, you can feel safe knowing your jewelry is in good hands. Whether you just need a ring sized or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable and we put customer service first. No job is too small and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at kingjewelersjackson.com.
We're not just another radio station. We're your radio station. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Kickoff coverage has been a problem tonight.
Kick it out of bounds.
Be just as well. Here's Holland. It's a squib kick. Takes a bounce around the 25-yard line. Taken at the 20. Right up the middle. This time pretty good coverage. He'll get up to about the 37-yard line. That was Brock Montgomery on the return. And right now with 2:08 left to go in this football game, Friendship Christian needs a miracle.
Yeah, they do. And right now I do want to send a shout out. I'm telling you right now, that last drive by Jackson Christian, number 55, Tim Craig, Cameron Manners. You've got Forrest Manners, and that line of scrimmage that offensive line did a fantastic job with Will Stanfield, too.
So here we go. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this football game. The Eagles with a 10-point lead. Here's man in motion. Shotgun on the slant. Too low that time by Gaines. Was looking for Delani Majors on that slant. And Majors is one of those guys, if you can get him in space, he can get it to the crib quick.
Yeah, it was the same situation that Aaron threw the last time. As Gaines set his feet, had a good opportunity to throw. It's just the nose of the ball came out wrong, and it just drove it into the ground.
So 2nd and 10, 2:04 left to go in this football game. Eagles leading by 10. Gaines from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking to his right. Looking for his man up the right seam. Goes up and taken up. No, I thought he caught the football. Knocked away. He was going for Porter. Pretty good coverage that time. Double coverage. They knew because we've seen them in single coverage many times tonight. Not that time. They weren't going to allow that to happen. Whoever one is, he's going to see at least 2 defenders. You gotta believe.
They rotated the safety over on him, and it was a good pass that was thrown, and he had put his body right where he needed to do, but the safety that hasn't been there all night was there that time.
So 3rd and 10 for the Commanders from their own 37-yard line. Here's Craig from the shotgun. The snap, looking to his right, looking for his man. 10-yard out, taken by Porter. Makes a man miss, gets past the sticks. Had to have it. They got it done. First down up to midfield with 1:47 left to go. Now, that clock hasn't stopped, Dave, on that first down. It's a home clock, so, do what you do. Midfield, here we go. Here's Gaines looking to his left. That ball sails on him, but it is caught by the receiver. Defender gives up on the play. The receiver does not, and he'll pick up another 5-10 yards down to the 35-yard line. That was John Kane, the junior wide receiver, who climbed the ladder to catch that one.
Do you think that he was throwing that ball out of bounds?
I thought so, but Kane brought it in. Minute 20 left to go in the game. Here's Gaines looking for a strike. It is intercepted at the 30-yard line, up to midfield, and taken down at the 42-yard line by Trip Hearn. The senior DB read it all the way, picked it off back into Commander territory, and that, my friend, is the icing on the cake. A huge interception that time. The Eagle defense comes up when they had to have it to most. Trip Hearn with the big interception.
Yeah, I don't think at any point right there that that Gaines saw Trip Hearn in there, and he saw his man open, and he was open. And all of a sudden, Tripp just jumped the route right there, and a big-time interception kind of hid the coverage on him. And good pass to the receiver out there, but better job by Trip Hearn to jump the route.
Remember, the Commanders only have one timeout, so they should be able to salt this thing away. The snap to Smith. He takes a knee. He may go back under 100 yards after, but I don't think anybody cares at this point. We're down under a minute left to go in this football game, and the Eagles are going to survive a great football game tonight. And they're going to move on next week, and we'll be back in Davidson. We'll be back, we're not in Davidson County right now, but we will be next week because Davidson Academy, the defending state champs, await next week for these Eagles who just picked up a hard-fought win after dropping 3 contests in a row, coming back. What a gutsy performance by Coach Palmer and these Eagles.
And I'll tell you, this is playoff football. There's no question right now. My hats are off to Friendship Christian right here. They played a heck of a ball game, did a great job. The seniors on that team deserve to do exactly what they're doing right now, showing a lot of class. Fantastic ball game. There's just no question. This is playoff football at its best.
What it is all about, it is now gone final. The Eagles move on. They knock off Friendship Christian 45-35. We'll come back and we'll talk about it and find out how the cow ate the cabbage. We'll get a look at the scores from around West Tennessee in week number 1 of high school football and summarize what we saw here and get you ready for the post-game show. We'll take this 4-minute timeout, come back, and get you ready for the post-game right after this on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at oldcountryauto.com.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs.